Good morning and welcome to Jewelry Maker. We're going to have a fantastic day. I'm here with the lovely Linda. We're talking about the weather and everything today, aren't we?
Yeah, winter's come.
It is here. It is absolutely here. What did you say? You said you sneezed 29 times.
29 times this morning, yes. I don't have another one of them.
29 times. Well, I've never done that before, ever,
No,
and I'm known to sneeze. Well, welcome to Jewelry Maker today. We have some fantastic things planned for you today, and some really great kits here. It's something that my lovely producer has put together for us today. It's going to be a fantastic Sunday, and you're going to get some really great, beautiful strands as well. I've seen the lineup. It's absolutely incredible. And you know, we were just talking a little bit earlier on about Linda and what we've got planned for today, because we have very limited quantity. Very special things planned because it's Sunday, of course, but very limited quantity all around. So when you see something you love, don't hold back. That's one of the things I want to say to you today. Nope, don't hold back. Just get involved. So let's see what we're going to start with. This is because I'm a self-confessed golden girl. We're going to start off today with our lovely golden crimp beads here. Now, you know, if you've never seen me before, I've only been on the on Jewelry Maker a couple of times, but I absolutely love it here. And gold, specifically yellow gold, is my favorite. So this is perfect for me. And we're gonna have our yellow our golden crimp beads here for you to start off today as your early bird special. I always love that. So get involved early. It's an early bird special, so you definitely, early bird always catches the worm there. So these are your beautiful golden crimp beads here. And I think I was watching, Linda, I think I was watching earlier on. So this is what you, would you use these for your ribbon and what would you kind of use these for then? Because, you know, I'm quite new to Jewelry Maker, although Deanna's helping me learn a lot new techniques and everything. It is a lot to take in. There's so many new things to try and do. But I'm just asking Linda,
The crimp.
Yeah, your golden crimp
little
beads.
golden crimps. Yeah, they're really useful. They've got a myriad of uses, right from a mechanical use, which is to secure clasps and to secure strands on strands, or you can use them decoratively as well.
Oh, excellent. So that's what I would definitely use it for, because I love the kind of golden touch. And it always is great for autumn winter designs. Now that's something that we're always talking about right now, and it's actually something we can see, we can feel. There's a big change out there in the season. So you're making jewelry for right now, coming up for Christmas, for friends, for family, and just because it's the seasons right now, we're gonna get those beautiful warm colors in, and the party season, well, your yellow gold is definitely the place to go. Now this is your sterling silver gold plated beads there, but it is that beautiful finishing touch there that, you know, you can really add to somebody, maybe a customer like myself who definitely has a preference for this color here. I really just think it looks expensive, don't you? So this is your early bird special here, and these are your gold crimp beads here. And are you getting, how many of these are you getting? 40! 40! Ooh. You've got a lot of things you can do with 40 crimp beads, I'm certain. Now, I've been on the other channels for a while. I normally work on Jim's TV Extra, and I've worked on every single channel now. When I was last on here, I didn't even work on the American channel, but they actually let me go on the American channel to to see the Americans. But what I'm trying to say to you is the price of gold right now, and I can talk forever about that, is through the roof. And you know, when the price of gold goes up, so does your sterling silver. It's a precious, noble metal. So if anybody can tell you how special this is, it's me. It's me. Because people will pay certainly an arm and a leg just for solid gold on its own. And remember, your sterling silver is your third precious metal. It's definitely a noble metal, very malleable, very much a beautiful finishing touch. And you're going to be able to use this with so many different kits today, aren't you? Now, who wants to get involved on the early bird special? Because for 40 of these lovely crimp beads, $295. Now's the time to dial right now and to get involved on these. £2.95 for your beautiful sterling silver gold plated crimp beads here. Remember, you're gonna get 40 of them, so there's so many different designs. I mean, when you said, Linda, like decorative, what kind of ideas pop into your mind straight away?
Well, certainly crimp beads of that caliber, I would tend to use them as a decorative item as well. You can use them as tiny little spacers if you've got some little tiny beads, or as little highlights, because obviously the light bounces from the gold. It'll enhance any design really, particularly if you like doing some delicate work. Then experiment with them, put them onto monofilament, put them onto fine wire and shape them. Just play around with them, but obviously their basic use is when you're using gold findings, then that's your mechanic to attach clasps and to attach strand on strand and multi-strands and things like that. But I always encourage people to try and use findings in a decorative manner as well. You know, sort of think outside the box a bit.
Yeah, definitely. If you've got 40 of them, you might as well. And you know, another thing that I was thinking about as well is, you know, recently we've been having these really great strands of what we would like to call gems of distinction. Now, on our other channels, they sell very high in price. And we have some gems of distinction pieces on this channel as well. Whenever you're getting a beautiful design, a beautiful strand of labradorite, or we might even have a strand of neon apatite coming up later on, this is something that would go perfect with that because it adds that elegance to it. Those are high-end, beautiful gemstones, and that's, I mean, and you want to finish them off with, you know, gorgeous finishing findings, right, like what you got here. So at $295, I definitely wouldn't miss out. It's your early bird special. Brilliant work there. So what we're going to do right now is, speaking of, I started off talking about the challenge with Linda today, and that's what we're going to move on to right now. There's a lot of these here. And you're going to get so much more because I didn't have 40 in my hand, nowhere near that amount anyway. So here's your challenge, Linda. Here, okay, we're going to move on over to this here. Oh, wow. Beautiful evening elegance here. So, and I was just talking about this strand here. This is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Look at that. Now, this is called, it's magic. And it certainly is magical, isn't it? Speaking of evening elegance, speaking of those big, bold, glamorous designs, this is what we're asking for, isn't it? This is what we want to get, starting our jewelry making for the first time, or, you know, for those of us who are very, very experienced, because look at the different textures you've got here. Really, 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 really wonderful. So what I'm going to do right now is show off each and every one of these. Ooh. So much here. There always is so much with our challenges and our kits here. And I'm going to start off with the this beautiful strand here. Now, you love this, don't you, Linda?
I think that is probably the clearest, most beautifully sparkly clear quartz I've seen in a long time, and I adore the cut.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful, yeah.
It's like water. It's crystal clear here. Absolutely crystal clear. You know, it always amazes me that these are genuine gemstones, and you know, something like this has come out of the ground there. Absolutely can't believe it. I'm going to show you close up these. Look how neat that is. Isn't that so cool? Now, this is 60 carats of your white quartz, and they're corner drilled cubes. Now, I was just talking to Linda about this because don't these look amazing? You know, I'm you know, fairly new, and I've never seen anything that's been corner drilled before. But this was really going to make some very diverse designs, isn't it, Linda?
Well, it certainly is, because as it's corner drilled, you can use this shape as a diamond shape, corner to corner, or you can sort of switch it along a little bit and use it as a square. But when you've got a corner to corner drilled gemstone, you can get more texture going on in the jewellery, because you've got more sort of facets for it. You've got your side facets as well as you've got your internal ability for it to glow, if you see what I mean.
This is brilliant.
I mean, just there, it is so pretty. It's so pretty.
So glamorous, isn't it? And I mean, as you were talking about texture, that's something that we love, different mediums in our designs, you know, things that we can touch and we can feel. And it's amazing because you've got all these different strands here and your challenge to work with. You're also getting the, you know, your silver textured oval curved and then you've got your black agate as well, which is going to look so cool with your white quartz, isn't it? And then of course, we've got your black shell pearl. Now everybody loves a little bit of shell pearl, don't they?
Yeah.
Everybody does.
I mean, the iridescence that's coming off that now with all the pretty colours that you've got is going to work so well with the black and the clear.
It certainly is. I mean, you could just, it's endless possibilities here in this challenge here. And I love this. I can't wait to see what you've made there, Linda, because this is going to be, for me, I've never seen anything that's been corner drilled before, and it's just adding more diversity to your designs, and it's just, you know, opening up your mind to new and different things that you can do. And because it's crystal clear, you know, it is, you know, they get that kind of, versatility of using different colors of wire, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which you're going to be able to see right through those beautiful diamond shapes there. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? It is magical, isn't it? And oh, I didn't even get to say that. Now I love this. I think this is really, really cool here. You get your, this is solid sterling silver as well. I'm always going to point that out there to you because you know, whenever I met anybody on the Rocks Academy, they've always said, you know, whenever you have a high-end design, you want to finish it off with, you know, high-end precious metals. And this is solid sterling silver, this beautiful pendant that you've got here. I love this beautiful star pendant. Very funky, isn't it? So what you're getting here is solid 925 sterling silver in your star pendant here. I think this is going to look great with some ribbon, or I'd absolutely love to see this, you know, worked in with the beautiful quartz that you've got there. How cool does that look there? It's massive as well. It's 40 by 42 inside. And of course, you got your 50 meters of beading thread, 6 meters of clear elastic. And I'll show you these here. So all of these are there as well in the challenge. And you've got 100 pieces of findings here as well. It's a silver plated copper, and you've got, look at all that. And it really is worthwhile, isn't it? I mean, you've got your sterling silver plated over copper, and you got your shepherd's hook. You're getting 3 pairs of those, 15 pieces of your head pins, 15 pieces of your crimp beads, and then you've got 15 pieces of your jump rings and 10 pieces of your plain beads, and then you're getting 1 meter of your silver plated copper twist oval loop chain, which I think is going to work really, really awesome with your sterling silver chain that we've got here, the aluminum one, or aluminum. There you go. That's how I really wanted to say it. And so you got 100 pieces of your copper-plated findings there, and that all comes in this your It's Magic jewelry kit for Linda's lovely challenge here. And oh, can't forget about this either. And you also get your organza bags here as well. So everything here, brand new in today, never been seen before, and I think it's an absolute awesome kit, don't you? Brilliant. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to see? $21.95. Now, one of the first things I learned here, value for money, and we want to know that we're getting pretty much everything we can possibly get for a price like that, don't we? So if we get the deal, we're going to give you a good deal, and that's how we work here as a company, as you can see. And look at all this you're getting here. And you know, that's a free phone number, 0800-644-655. And Linda, you've already been looking at this, haven't you?
I have.
You've already been in love with it, haven't you, Linda?
Yeah, I mean, I think monochrome anyway, it's a great backdrop, isn't it? And it's so wearable. You can wear it for any occasion. You can sort of, you can go to work and then you can go straight out from work wearing monochrome jewellery, and it'll work with every outfit that you've got.
Yes.
But it's also, as you just said earlier, got a real level of glamour attached to it.
That's what I look at, because you've got the shell pearl there and you've got those beautiful corner drilled white quartz. And I want to ask you something, Linda. When you think of monochrome, when you think of houndstooth, when has there ever been a decade that's not been in style? When you think of zebra print, that's been in style for absolutely forever. These are your monochrome prints, aren't they? They've been around forever. And this is a kind of high-end, kind of high-class kind of take on that, isn't it?
And well, it certainly is. As you quite rightly said, it takes you through the eras of any accessory, really. Black and white always has done. What I like about this particular kit, looking at it from over here, is I actually appreciate all the different shapes, because it gives a jewellery maker a big spectrum of creativity, because you've got such beautiful shapes going on, and along with the aluminium chain there, I mean, it's really, really beautiful.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And you know, you can get involved on it. It's brand new today. This is Linda's challenge. I think it's be appropriate for me to ask you right now, Linda, what kind of ideas have you thought of already? You know, since you have all these different textures, all these different colors, what kind of ideas have you come up with as of yet to for your challenge today?
Well, this is one of those kits that when I open a kit like this, I sort of think, oh, there's so many areas I can go to. So it takes a little while for that to settle and go for a particular choice. But the thing is about our kits as well is that if you perhaps choose the choice that doesn't grow with the design as you're making it, and you think, I'm not, you know, creative people are either happy with something that they're making or they're not. Just undo it, and we've got all the components in there to start again and have one of your other choices. So, but the beauty of jewellery making to me is to see where it leads me.
Yeah, it's like.
But I'm certainly looking at the minute to sort of embellish that star a little bit with those corner drilled quartz.
I want to see that. That's what because I really love the pendant, and I love. I have to say that my favorite strands are certainly your beautiful white quartz here, because it's crystal clear, and I just love how the versatility you'll have, and your shell pearl there. Now, if you stay tuned, of course we want to see what Linda's made there until the end of the show. We'll see what Linda's made at the end of the show with this beautiful It's Magic jewelry kit here. And what we're going to do right now is you can still get involved on it. It's brand new in today, but we will be going back to that at the end of the show. I've got some fantastic pieces here. Now, I'm loving this. This reminds me, I've got tanzanite here. Now, this is my birthstone. Yes, this is my birthstone. I cannot wait. Now, it's coming up later on in the show. You did, you know, my lovely producer, Deanna, did say we've got gems of distinction here. So, she's gonna show me the money. Have a look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? And you know, the color as well. You know, with tanzanite, it's all about color, isn't it? And you've got this graduation here, so you definitely can work with as much as you want to, because they're up to 5mm rounds there. Beautiful. Now, really when you're thinking about presents, really when you're thinking about gifts, this is perfect for anybody who's born in December, because this is our birthstone, and you know it's coming up. But as a Christmas present, who wouldn't love and appreciate tanzanite? It's the perfect alternative for sapphire, but for many people there is no alternative. Tanzanite just is the one, because you get that element of pink and blue there that makes this sensational color, doesn't it? Now that's coming up later on today here. And that's not all, because I've got your beautiful amethyst here. 60 carats of amethyst here. Now, it's lovely to see this. It's lovely to see amethyst, isn't it? Linda, aren't you loving this color here?
Oh, just think. Oh, I'm going up the next rung of the ladder now, and I'm putting the tanzanite with the amethyst.
Yeah, it's beautiful though, because you get purples with your tanzanite, don't you? Now, I want to talk a little bit about this gemstone later on, because I'm not sure about here on Jewelry Maker, but I definitely know for our other channels, we've been specifically told it's very difficult for us to get amethyst right now, and that's something that we might not have ever thought was ever going to come true, but it actually has. I mean, we just had a meeting just the other day, but I'll talk about that a little bit more. But we're gonna love this color of amethyst. It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Oh, and I've got a bit of aqua for you. These are just some awesome colors here. Now this is your beautiful aquamarine here. And take a look at it. It's just stunning light and calming blues, aren't they? Don't you just love that? Linda is loving every single one of these strands here. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a heads up as well. It's not the only kind of aquamarine we have coming up today. We've got some really fantastic strands for you. Now, these are all what we like to call gems of distinction. And by that, what we mean is that you're getting these high-end gemstones that are birthstones, that are gemstones that people get engaged with. They're just incredible, aren't they? Ooh. Now, I was looking at this, and this just reminds me of just so much fun here. And it reminds me, in fact, it reminds me of candy floss. This is what this strand reminds me of. Really, really cool colors here. Now, this is your multicolored quartz here. And you've got your beautiful kind of like amethyst hues here, haven't you? I'm even seeing a little bit of kind of your colors of your like peachy pinks, like a little bit like a morganite there. And then you got your bubblegum pinks and your neon blues here, all in one strand here. Now this is really fun, isn't it? Now, this is the only channel we have our crackled kind of quartz on. And what happens is it's called thermal shock. And what happens is it's kind of like, it's pressurized and it's heated up. And then it's subject to cold really, really quickly. And that's how you get this kind of really cool kind of crackled effect. And it's like kind of putting ice in water. You know, even when I say that, you can kind of hear when you get it, when you put ice in water, you kind of can hear that kind of crackling. It's kind of that kind of same effect, isn't it? And it's really cool because when you feel these, they're perfectly round, they're perfectly smooth, but you get all this texture from within. I love it, specifically the colors that have been chosen here. Again, brand new in today, 160 carats of your multicolored cracked quartz here. Now, Linda, you know, what do you think about these colors here and the fact that you've got that cracked effect as well? Because I think it's really cool that you have those colors there, but also you've got the cracked effect that gives you texture. I think it's a lot about texture today, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're slowly sort of falling into winter now, aren't we? So the cracked quartz is absolutely ideal for winter jewellery. I'm just thinking along with this kit, this challenge kit I've got today, that would add that little bit of subtle colour that would just sort of bring the iciness a little bit sort of warmer, as it were. Great for kids' jewellery, if kids enjoy.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Very nice if you sort of graduate your colours as well, put all your blues together through your pinks and deeper pinks and blues and things. It looks stunning like that. But it makes phenomenal earrings.
Earrings?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because you can match with that strand. You're definitely going to have a couple of matches in your colour schemes there. So,
yeah, of course you do.
You're going to make some nice earrings with those.
Oh, brilliant! See, that's what it's always worth asking, Linda, because I wouldn't have thought of making earrings, but certainly you can, because I guess you can get so many different colors in those earrings there. And as you were saying, children's jewelry, I think that's a really great idea to work with here, because you know so many children are going to love the colors that you've got here. But also, I would say that those pastel colors are always in style, always in fashion, aren't they? And they will brighten up a lot of the kind of deep dark colors you're seeing out there right now as a fashion kind of trend, because we are in autumn winter. It's just going to give it that burst of color. We all love color here, don't we? Look at that texture, look at that. I see, that's another thing I just really love to feel these. They're so smooth, but then you get it, you know, that kind of unique kind of cracked texture in each one of these quartz here. Now, it's brand new in today. And you know, I always love these single strands here, because I think, the way I think of it, if I was watching, what I would do is I'd get a kit and then I'd think about some individual strands I could kind of work in with that kit, or you know, just get them to have in my collection. And that's one of the things that I think is great about this. So we're going to give you, since additional price on this today, especially since it's brand new in today. Getting all these colors, your beautiful cracked quartz here. And it's $6.95. You know, that is amazing. This is 160 carats here. And you know, I always look at strands like this and I imagine, for me, this would be great just on a strand. I can imagine this, you know, if it was a necklace somewhere, you would never see it at $6.95, would you? But you can work with this and incorporate it into so many different unique designs, can't you? And make them your own and add that color, can't you? And that texture that we really love. $6.95 for your multicolored cracked quartz. That's a free phone number there, 0800-612-4655. And, you know, a free number there for you to get involved on this brand new multicolored cracked quartz here. And they're all 8mm round, so I'll hold this out for you so you can see those beautiful colors. Look how cool they look together. So I mean, if you were thinking, what can I use with the purples? I mean, you got some ideas there already, haven't you? You can split them up, you can use them all together, you can pretty much do whatever you please here with this beautiful strand, can't you? I absolutely love all these colors here. And it's $6.95. Remember, it's 160 carats. That's a big carat weight here for every single one of these beautiful cracked quartz here, isn't it? So, you know, to get involved on this, you can definitely incorporate it with some different designs. In fact, I'm gonna pick up the amethyst here and just show you what that's gonna look like together. Or as Linda was saying, you could definitely think about with her challenge kit, she was thinking of working in, you know, if she could with that in with her challenge. You can see these certainly work with different colors and your beautiful gems of distinction, don't they? Look at those two together. So it is very, very, very busy here. Good morning to you. And you know, I'm just showing you these two together. Now, if you're dialing in, it's 0800-644-655. We'll get a hang of that number. I know all the numbers here. They're floating around in my head. And oh, and Deanna just said, as long as I just don't stop talking about different currencies, because we are in pounds here. But I was just trying to show there what it looks like with your other kind of gems of distinction here. Now, you know, you can also with your aquamarine, and these are different strands we're going to be bringing up. Take a look at these two together, and you can pick out, and you know, look at those two together. Beautiful winter jewelry. You know, your aquamarine's very angelic as well, and that's kind of going to liven anything up. I think I would love that with the white cracked quartz, just for something real, or you know, like with your tiaras as well. That's going to work in very, 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 very nicely, isn't it? So they're literally flying out there, so it's brand new in today. You know, I'd get on those lines there if you want it, because I just heard how many people are on the lines. So well done on that. $6.95 for your lovely multicolored quartz there. Well done to every single one. Now, I said earlier on that we have some really limited availability on some awesome kits, didn't I? And Linda has been busy working away there on all of these kind of kits here. So she's already made up some designs here, and I cannot wait to show them to you. I'm seeing them for the first time with you as well. So she's kept them smuggled away to her corner over there, haven't you, Linda?
Actually, I didn't make up these. There's two of the kits today I didn't make up.
Oh, you got some help there?
We have got the jewellery for them.
So who made it there, Linda?
Do you know, I've no idea.
Oh, you don't know?
No,
oh.
I haven't been told that yet.
Linda, where did you smuggle those in from?
I've got a magic jewellery fairy.
How did she just get the jewelry fit? Maybe Gemma made it. Gemma, did you make those kits there? Gemma said she made it.
Right.
It will go with Gemma's dress. It's never happened before, apparently. Well, you know, I don't mind. I wish that jewelry would just sneak into my house just made up and just for me to put on. Who wouldn't love that? Well, we have to give credit to them then. A jewelry fairy, okay. That must happen because I'm here today. The jewelry fairy came in. So, Deanna just said, we don't bake cakes over here, we make jewelry. So the jewelry fairy will come bearing gifts of pre-made jewelry here. So can't wait to see these designs. Now, again, I'm loving the lively colors. I think it's kind of a misconception, don't you, about you know, an autumn winter kind of colors, that you get just deep dark colors like navy blue, blacks, but you actually, this is very much autumn winter, and it's full of color, it's full of warmth, it's full of liveliness. And wait till you see these strands together. I love this. I don't think I've ever had kind of yellowy, kind of sunshiny strand like what we've got here. Now this is called Prosperous. I love that, the name of this jewelry kit here. Oh, it's all about the gold there. Now, when I was talking about the autumnal tones and the warmth and you know, because it's amazing, because you get this kind of warm feeling when you look at the leaves at the moment, or when you're walking around. In America, a big thing for us is pumpkins and this kind of feeling, and spice and Halloween, and you get that kind of warmth and deep color, don't you? And the crisp air, don't you? Now, Deanna just said, right outside where Jim's TV Towers here, right outside there's a tree that has some of the best colors, some of the most golden and beautiful colors. And that just reminded me of my mother, because she always talks about the season changing. And these are the kind of colors you're getting here. These beautiful, stunning, deep chocolate kind of toffee colors here. And then crisp kind of ambers and lovely sunshiny yellows. I just love it, don't you, Linda?
It really, really is.
I think this would look great with what you've got on today, Linda, because I really liked your dress.
And you as well. Yeah, absolutely perfect with your top today.
Even though I'm wearing a very busy top today.
Yeah, it still works.
It would certainly work. I'd wear those earrings, but we haven't seen them yet, so I'll keep that there. But when Linda walked through, she has some of the coolest shoes on, but she's got like a neutral kind of style dress, and this is gonna liven it up, isn't it? Now, what you're getting here is 150 carats of your coffee agate puffy ovals, and then you've got your pyrite puffy ovals there. That's 370 carats there, and then you've got 80 carats of your yellow agates here. So that's, you know, just to liven everything up, almost the color of a sunflower. I mean, look at just those two together. Beautiful, prosperous here. Now this is where it gets really fun, because you got those beautiful strands there, haven't you? Don't think I've ever seen wire this color here. Take a look. It's like a beautiful kind of like chocolatey kind of color, isn't it? Now this is kind of your antique bronze here. Oh, this is really, really popular here. This kind of gorgeous kind of bronzy chocolate color. 10 meters. And it's a 0.4 millimeter gauge. So this means that you can use it for your finer work. I'm learning here, because I know that your 8 millimeter wire is thicker and more stiff, and it's going to add more to like a structure, like the bones of a kind of a piece of jewelry that you're making. But this is definitely for that more detailed work, which is great there, because you've got that beautiful, cool color and that lovely sheen. But it doesn't stop there. I got loads more for you. Okay, these are really, really cool here as well. I'm gonna pop your strands over here, because I want to show you, because like I said, texture today, and it's lovely because we just don't always see with our eyes. We kind of can feel with it as well, and you can look and see these lovely textures here, can't you? Now, what you've got here are these lovely kind of golden kind of mesh balls here that are really, really, really unique, aren't they? And what you've got here is 10 gold-colored iron mesh rondelles, and they're quite sizable, 13 by 15 millimeter here. So really can use some really diverse designs, can't you? And that's not all. You've got these lovely links. I'm gonna pop these over here on those organza bags there. You've got these lovely links here. So have a look. So Linda, what would you use? Would you just link these into the pieces of jewelry, or can you actually take them apart? Because that's one of the things I was looking at.
Yeah, I mean, you can. To be truthful, you would have to cut and glue to take them apart. But essentially, that's what they are. links.
They're links, okay.
Yeah, they're links. There's a lot of mixed media jewellery going on at the minute, and so this is yet another sort of example of a mixed medium that you can use within jewellery making. And it provides you texture, it provides interest, and more than anything, it just gives you more creativity.
It does. It certainly does, because you actually can get genuine gold like this that has this kind of satin finish, this really kind of like kind of texture to it, but it's going to be very, very expensive. So those are really, really unique there as well. And then you've got all your golden organza bags. Now, look how many you've got here, and you can use these. I've heard recently that some jewelry makers actually cut these up and use them into their designs. I mean, that's super duper duper creative there. And then if you want to just look at the detail on just one of them, because I think this is just going to be great for whatever arts and crafts you're pretty much doing, aren't they? You're getting 10 yellow golden printed organza bags, and they've got some lovely kind of gold detail on the top there, which is going to be great for each and every one of your jewelry designs. Then you've got, of course, for the golden girl in you, your gold plated findings here, and there's so many of them. There's 100 of them. There's so many. They're gold plated over your copper, and they're getting 100 pieces. So that's everything you're getting there, from your 3 pairs of shepherd's hook, right down to your jump rings there. You're going to be able to make so many pieces of jewelry out of this, aren't you? And of course, you're getting your jewelry elastic and your monofilament and your wire there as well. So loads of things there for you to get involved on, and your beautiful strands to incorporate with absolutely everything. It's your prosperous. I love that name. So it's such a positive name though as well, isn't it? You got these beautiful golden tones here, and this is like a beautiful golden kit here that gives you that warmth, that gives you that lovely kind of friendly kind of feeling there, and very much autumnal, very much the colors you're going to see all around your favorite stores right now. Again, brand new in today, this jewelry kit is, and I'm ready. Because this is from your pyrite to your yellow agate, and $24.95. Absolutely awesome prices for these kits here. Thinking about the amount of pieces of jewelry you can make here and what you could sell it on for, because I'm knowing a lot of people right now, and being upstairs and seeing those classes, that's what a lot of people are doing. Making these beautiful pieces of jewelry, and you're selling them on. What kind of price could you commission for a necklace that you'd make out of everything you've got here, from your beautiful mesh rondelles all the way to these lovely pyrite and yellow agate strands here? And I mean, this is just so unique, and the colors are fantastic. And for that price there, $24.95. It's 0800-644-655. That's a free phone number to get involved on your prosperous kit. And Linda and I are both wearing colors today that's going to go great with this. But also it's about, working with somebody's maybe hair or what their kind of style is. I think this will kind of warm up any kind of complexion, won't it? Now we're going to walk over here and see these lovely pieces over here. Howdy, Linda.
Hiya.
How you doing?
I'm well, thanks. I'm good.
Now these are so beautiful. You're gonna get to see these pieces of jewelry. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you here straight away is these gorgeous earrings. Now, Linda said that she didn't make them, but I'm sure you can talk us through about
I can, absolutely.
How they are made.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that, but Linda can.
Sure.
Because I love these earrings here, and they really are. They're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful design. Now, is this a beaded?
That's a beaded bead.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. That's just made up. I mean, for anybody that's new out there to jewellery making, it's a very, very simple technique. And at some point during today's show, I'm quite happy to demo that if there's some time. But it's a very useful technique as well, because you can use it in all sorts of jewellery and accessories for hair, combs and tiaras and things. So it's a nice technique to learn. You'll find it really, really useful. And obviously, as you can see here, you can dangle from it. It makes a nice moving earring. What I like about that particular gemstone as well is I think that would be just so stunning with the deep chocolate browns, greys and the blacks that are coming in now. Really, really nice.
You know what else it will look really nice with, you know, if you just put your hand here, Linda, you know these has on our nails, that beautiful kind of warm
these deep
tone.
mulberries.
Doesn't that look really, really cool
I mean,
together?
it is. It's a very useful shade of lemon stroke yellow. This is because it's almost translucent as well. So it's not just a block of colour. You can see through it. It's quite opaque. So it's a very, very useful colour to have in your stash.
I love it. And you know, it works well so nicely with these other designs here. Oop. So you've got this lovely necklace here. Now, how is this?
Yeah, these are in the findings pack.
You're going to get those with your findings as well.
In your plated copper findings pack, you'll find that these findings are in there, and basically they're a chandelier earring finding. But again, as I sort of said at the beginning of the show, think outside the box, use the findings in lots and lots of different ways to create interest, really, and have a play around with them. And as you can see, that works really well here because it's got quite a nice Art Deco look to that, and it's enabled a pendant to be made, a double pendant here to drop from it, and it really highlights these mesh beads here because you've got this see-through gap. So again, we'll find out who made the jewellery up. I don't know at the minute.
I think we said that we might, when we find out, we'll put it on Facebook.
Yes,
I
exactly.
said I thought Gemma made them, but she said she didn't.
I think she's had a rough night.
She's not taking credit for the designs.
I think
Gemma.
she was fettered a bit. Again, this design here is really a long necklace, of sort of a length longer than the norm princess length, and etc. is a really useful length to make because I mean, we've used a clasp on the necklace here, but you needn't have used the clasp in the kit. You could have saved it for another necklace or a bracelet. So, and again, these are used here as some nice decorative form to move on from the polyester chain link into a metallic chain, which is a really nice mixed media look again.
I like how they've used the mesh rondelles in this look here.
Exactly.
It's beautiful. And from the pyrite, you almost get a kind of like of course, it's metallic finish, but it's almost like silver and gold together. I really love those two together. Now, I sit with what I have on because, like I said, I've got the same kind of colors like Linda has on, like neutral colors, but I've got more golds than what I've got on. I love these earrings. These earrings are awesome.
The long opera length earrings are really
opera
big.
Length, that's okay.
Yeah, they're really big. They're the shoulder dust, and they're called an opera length.
Oh, brilliant!
Because ladies that used to dress for opera used to have quite busy necklines, so they used to have their long necklace just to touch the collarbone here to create some interest. So they are really big on the high street and really big in boutique jewellers at the minute.
I definitely think so. And also, you know, this is a testimony to what kind of seasons we're in right now. Because if you're making designs like this, you know, a lot of ladies are going to be wearing their hair up, aren't they, for these festive events. And, you know, not everybody is going to wear, you know, your deep, dark kind of black colors to when you're going to a festive event. You know, everybody's wearing different colors these days. And with these gorgeous golden tones here, you've got so many different varieties of jewelry you can make as well. Well, let's have a look at these bracelets here because we haven't talked about any of these designs here.
Yeah, there's some. We're using the wire in the kit. The bracelet's been wired together, so it's not been put onto thread. It's been, I think this is 0.25 wire, or is it 0.4? I'm not sure. But it's been cleverly wired, and then on the pyrite here is a centre point, a little bit of wire decorative work's gone on, just really to prove a centre point to the bracelet. Basically, as opposed to a bracelet, this will slip on to a wrist. And the sky is literally the limit with when you've got wire in a kit, because you can just do so much with it. Again, using it as a mechanic or using it decoratively.
Especially with this kind of millimeter kind of
I mean, you can make extra findings as well using this wire. I mean, if you wanted to make some decorative shepherd hooks or some really sort of stunningly long, and there's a kit coming up later on with a thicker millimetre wire, which I can show you as an example, but you can make your findings out of this millimetre wire as well.
Brilliant. So these are, you know, all your, and all of this always comes from just one kit, and that's one of the things I was saying. For $24.95, you can make so many different designs, can't you? And so many different unique looks, because you've got so many different textures and mediums here, haven't you? So, Linda, I want you, if you could, show me how to make a beady bead.
Okay, fine. Well, I actually haven't got that kit, so
I've got to let you know that Linda smells like watermelon, and it's making me hungry.
Smells like what?
Watermelon.
Do I?
Or some kind of cantaloupe or something, and I'm
That's
delicious.
the first time I've ever been told it smells like a melon.
Well, that's a compliment.
That's absolutely, that's different. I will need some small round beads to do that. And I haven't got this kit as a, so Jack's come to the rescue.
Thanks, Jack. That was quick.
Brilliant.
Prosperous. Right here, right now. Okay. Oh, well, I'll let you.
Okay, well, we'll just get out the...
So this is how it arrives?
Yeah, this is the kit as it arrives.
How cool is this? This is like Santa with his sack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite exciting as well, because I mean, just look how full it is. So that's the exciting thing about receiving kits. It's very Paula, when we first started doing these kits with you know, the extras in them, Paula said, oh, it's so exciting because, you know, there's so much in there, there's so much scope. Right, okay. So this basically is what I term as a 12-beaded bead. Okay?
So is that what we have, like in this design?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's see whether I'll use, in a perfect world, I would use monofilament to do a beaded bead, which is in the kit, okay? Simply because it's very strong, it's very fine, and it can hide within the gemstone, so you won't see. But
especially because you said you can see through these a little bit.
Exactly, exactly. For an on-air sort of demonstration, I'll use the beading thread. Again, some gemstone has smaller holes than others, so have a good look at the diameter of the hole before you decide which medium you're going to thread with, because the monofilament will work with everything, with pearls. You can even do beady bead with pearls with monofilament.
Oh, never seen that before.
Yes. So take probably about 18 inches of whatever you're using as a beading thread and thread on 4 of the beads. Okay, now you can make, obviously the smaller the bead, the smaller the end product will be, and then the opposite is true when you're using large ones. But large beaded beads as pendants also look really, really stunning. So we have 4 beads, okay, just threaded on. And then what we do then is we take either side, it doesn't matter which one, whether you're left or right-handed, but the first bead that you've threaded on, okay, take the opposite thread back through. Okay, let me just get it a little bit further down so I've got a little bit more control over it. Take it through. So basically what you're doing then is you're going to be pulling it up into a circle, which will take on then sort of a diamondy shape. Okay, like that. And then that's the base of your beaded bead. So then on one side, and again it doesn't matter which side, on one side just thread, and we're working up in a series of 4, but we've already got 1, which is this bead at the front for our next row. So thread 2 on one side, and then on the other side just thread 1.
So it stays even, right?
Yeah, it stays even. So if I pull those together, you can see we have actually got 4 working beads on the thread, because our thread has remained in that last one. We've got 2 on this side, 1 on this side, so we've got another series of 4. So then take the thread that you've got just the 1 threaded onto and take it through the second bead on the other side of the thread, and again pull through. Okay, so we're working up again, so as I say, into a series of 4. Okay, so now we've got 8 beads on there. So, sorry, we've actually got 7, not 8. We've got 7 because we're always working back
from the one in the middle.
So that procedure. So then it's the next row is a repetition of the one I've just done, which is 2 on one side oops, and one on the other. Okay, and then the one that you've just threaded the one on, take that thread back through the exit of the thread on that second one. Okay, so now we've now got 3 rows, okay, and just tidy them up a little bit because we're almost getting to the point now where we're going to join the bead up. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2, 3 sets of 4, but obviously using the last bead as counting those sets of 4, and then we're almost there now. So what we have to do now is just thread 1 bead on either side. Okay, just the one. So that sits by that last one that was threaded in that last series. Okay, and then flip the whole thing around. So we've got 2 loose beads here, and then that very, very first bead that you threaded, take one of the threads through, okay, then the other thread in exactly the same direction, okay, and it should go through because these are quite good millimetre holes in the beads. Pull through, and this is where the magic will start to happen now. Pull through, and as you pull through, because you've inverted the way you're working, you're pulling into your beaded bead.
Just curls up, doesn't it?
It just curls up, so you're joining top to bottom and you've got your beady bead. And then quickly what you need to do is you've got a thread coming out that side of a bead and you've got the thread coming out the other side. Is weave, it doesn't matter which one, but weave through these sort of uppermost beads, okay? Weave them through until you meet the thread coming out of that other bead, okay? Just weave it through and you'll come to the point where both of those threads will come together, and that's the point then where you can tie off, and you'll tie off neatly there. And then what's happened with the earring here, to attach it to the earring finding, is using an eye pin, which is in the findings pack, thread on one of the beads onto an eye pin, okay, and thread another bead on as well. So you've got 2 beads on an eye pin. Put the eye pin all the way through this beaded bead. So essentially you've got one that will drop at the base here, and then that second one will sit inside the beaded bead to give it a little bit of structure. And then when that exits at the top here, the eye pin exits, just pop another bead on the top, and then form your simple loop to attach to the shepherd's hook earring finding. But if you put the extra bead inside, it'll give you that little bit more structure. In other words, sometimes if you press on a beaded bead without that inside, it can
lose its shape.
Yes, exactly, but it won't because it's got that internal skeleton.
Brilliant.
It's a very simple technique, and once you practice it a few times, you'll really
perfect it.
Yeah, you really will perfect it, and you'll use it a lot.
Well, I thought that, and these earrings are awesome. And I can't believe how quickly you made.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very, very quick method. There's one or two ways of making beaded beads, but this is the most simplified way of making them. And of course, you know, there's also in the kits you're going to get the little 4mm golden beads, which are quite nice to weave through in your beaded bead as well.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think there's 10 in there, so you could weave 6 of those through a 12-bead beaded bead and have that little bit of extra texture going on. To use as a pendant would be great. Fantastic.
So you now know, if you didn't know how to make a beady bead, but also, you know, these earrings, of course, they don't look very simple to make at all, but the technique is not that hard.
No,
it all comes from your Prosperous Jewelry Kit for $24.95. Fantastic. So we looked at some of these designs here, and what Linda's made, just created the beady bead there, but we're going to look at some of your designs right now from the Wall of Fame, some of our best bits here. We're going to bring you the Wall of Fame right now.
God, when I came in this morning, the Wall of Fame was up, and I think I said to Jack, I said, I've only been away 2 weeks, and just look at the expert jewellery that we've got. It's just astonishing. We've got some beautiful examples here today, and this is using the new aluminium beads, which are gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. This is number 280 from Teresa in Barnsley, and she said, hi all, this is my second entry to the Wall of Fame. All the findings and beads are from Jewellery Maker, and this was inspired by Sheila's boutique collection, Grand Occasions. I absolutely love the new aluminium beads. They are simply stunning. The garnet in the kit is beautiful too. I have no idea what I'm doing with it yet, just can't stop looking at it. I know that feeling. Praying for a win so I can feed my addiction some more, and that's from Teresa in Waddington. I would agree with you, Teresa. We've got these in a myriad of colours, and they're absolutely beautiful.
They really make the designs just look very, very expensive, don't they? It's a festive feel as well, isn't it?
Really, really beautiful. Again, using clear quartz, white quartz, beautiful. Beautiful, Teresa. Love it.
So I have entry 288, and it is from Jill Elliott. And you said, hi everyone, here is my Wall of Fame entry for this week. Although this necklace is very simple, I enjoy wearing it very much. I sorted the mixed gemstone nuggets, a la Mark Smith, into granulated colors, and I am very pleased with the effect. I used tiny hematite, again, and rondels as spacers. Really enjoying all the shows. You all do such a great job. Thanks to all from Jill Elliott. And I just heard that Mark Smith, he loves his kind of gemstone nuggets, sorting the colors out there. So you really honed in on one of his kind of favorite techniques there. So really, really great job, Jill. Awesome work.
Beautiful. This is stunning as well. Oh, I can't believe that some of the work that's coming in.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Like leaves.
There's so many techniques going on here now. Just so successful. This is 276, and it's from Samantha in Bishop Auckland. And Sam says, hello, my fellow madcap addicts. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a polymer clay pendant with a gold-plated wire fancy bezel with kumihimo braid. All from Jewellery Maker except the threads to make the braids. Hope everyone is well, and as always, keep them coming. Lots of love from Sam. Sam, that is a really stunning piece of work. I hold my hat to you, I do really. The wire work, the polymer clay work, the kumihimo is just, you'd expect us to see that in a shop, wouldn't you? I mean, you just would. I mean, it is just so beautiful.
You can see all the different aspects of jewelry making all in one design. My producer and director are going crazy over this design. You got your wire work and your polymer clay and in your beading and all your braiding all in one design. So that's a really great showcase there.
It's just showing a huge amount of talent in actual design, that is. It's stunning.
Beautiful. Now, I've got my final one here. It's 284. Love the colors that you put. These are beautiful. Hello, JM. Thank you so much for the beautiful amethyst I've been able to buy lately. Both my sister Joey and I love amethyst, and she wanted a lovely necklace as her Christmas present, and I cheekily phoned up to say which strand she wanted me to buy. I already ordered them, and thankfully ordered 2 lots. Very good job. Yeah. Here's one of the finished ones using a 6-pack of beading thread, as I thought I would have a go at knotting myself. So easy when I got the knack. The first one I showed my friend at work, which I promptly bought. Also the bracelet off my wrist, which colleagues.
Oh, it was made from a different gem. I see what she's saying. Yeah, she's getting orders, isn't she, from wearing her own jewellery?
Oh, brilliant!
Which is phenomenal, yeah.
Oh, any new bracelets I see to make disappear when my work colleagues see them. They have literally taken them off my wrist, and I won't give them back. Just exchange them for money. Anyway, must go, as I need to make a necklace for myself and have bought the purple wire, so we'll have play with that now. Bye for now, Anne Roberts. Well, thank you, Anne.
I tell you what, Anne, if you love your amethyst, the amethyst that Alex showed, the high-end amethyst that's on the show, you're gonna have to have that. You're gonna have to have it.
Brilliant work, Anne. It's coming up in 5 minutes away, our amethyst is, so fantastic work on the Wall of Fame. Now, if you want to text in, if you want to say hello this morning, or just give us a shout out there, or ask Linda a question, or Deanna, or my director Claire, any one of us, you can ask us.
Yeah, mostly anything.
Almost anything. Well, Deanna and Claire said they never get asked questions, so if you want to text in, it's 60777, and you just have to start your text with JM Studio. Now, I've heard before that you love to text in here, so I'd love to hear from you today on this lovely Sunday. Now, we're going to have a short break here, and then after the break, I'm going to bring you amethyst.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Well, we were talking about gems of distinction, weren't we? And that's what we're bringing you. Absolutely beautiful amethyst there. Now, you can get different colors of amethyst. You can get grades of amethyst, different qualities of amethyst, and amethyst from different locations look different. But the color you typically want when you're working with gems of distinction and amethyst is the color that you are seeing on the screen. It's not too dark, and it's definitely not too light. It is amazing. You know, certain gemstones like saturation of color. This is your chocolate box purple, and you know, you think of qualities of gemstones. You know, there's some gemstones that you just wouldn't want the pale variety. This is one of those gemstones when you want that saturation of color. In fact, my director, one of my directors just walked out here, and she's got a top on that is like amethyst purple here. Did you know this was coming up here today? That's Claire there. It's beautiful, this color, chocolate box purple here. This is your gems of distinction amethyst here. And when you're working with gems of distinction, you have that kind of high-end, high-class, don't you? And it's amazing. Now, I do remember Linda, her eyes perking up immediately when we bought this strand on.
Oh, it's stunning, isn't it?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is so purple.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some of the highest quality purples that you can get is called Zambian amethyst. And this is, you know, pretty much the kind of like same color you're gonna get there. It's absolutely amazing. And I know on our sister channels, because I've done it before and you've seen me, if you've ever watched me, that type of amethyst, you know, in a ring sells for hundreds, literally. And you've got it here where you can use your own creativity right now and make your own designs, but also give it to someone who's going to love and appreciate this variety of amethyst. Now, if there's anything I know about, it's this kind of degree of quality from amethyst. And you can see that color there. You can see that saturation, can't you? It's beautiful. And you get, because you get these lovely kind of squares here, you get the kind of luster that you'd like as well, which just gives you that kind of glossy finish, doesn't it? I love these strands. And what I want to see more of is, you know, kind of the designs that you make out of these kind of pieces of jewelry, because they're so beautiful already. Anything that you're going to add to it is just going to be an enhancement, which is going to give you a fantastic design, isn't it? Beautiful amethyst. Look at that. Beautiful. And you can see, you know, this is something you could dress up and dress down, couldn't you? Linda, what kind of ideas are you thinking of?
Just recently, I don't know whether it's because of Downton Abbey and television programs like that, but I've been a little bit drawn to sort of late Victorian, early Edwardian jewellery, and that is the gemstone of the era for that particular sort of fashion of jewellery, and obviously you'll be able to create those very delicate designs using those gems, and they are very slightly graduated as well, so you've got a centre point if you want it. Beautiful.
I think they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And as you were saying, Edwardian, that's you know, leading into your garland looks, which we learned a lot about when we were, because everybody here has a qualification from the GIA, and that's one of the things that we really did look at. You know, it's different eras and different gemstones, and as Linda said, you know, your amethyst right now, it's always been in fashion, but if you want to take inspiration from different eras and different points in time, then certainly your amethyst, you're going to find so many inspirational pieces there. And I just really love the color. Look at that. I love the luster as well. I love the luster here, that beautiful glossy finish, because amethyst can look quite different depending on how it's faceted, or I'm sure you've had frosted amethyst here before, haven't you? So this is totally different. You get different shades of blue and even a little bit of pink here, and that's how you can tell you've got quality amethyst here. Now, I'm going to hold this out for you so you can see the graduation that Linda was talking about. Definitely want that versatility there. Now, there are 4 to 7 mils there. So your 7 mils are going to be in the center, and your 4 mils are going to be on the outside. So much beautiful amethyst here, even if you were looking at it just as a bracelet. And you know, we do have these kind of strands on our sister channel, just with a bracelet, with a clasp on there. And you know, it's just incredible the fact that you're getting this kind of quality. Look at that on the hand. Now you can really see that beautiful color. And the great thing about amethyst, because you get so many different colors in it, like a tanzanite, it's going to suit any skin tone, isn't it? I could wear this, Linda could wear this, and you're going to have different customers, aren't you? You're going to have different clients, and they're going to be different skin tones and have different requests, aren't they? With amethyst, it's that perfect kind of purple. This quality is, certainly, isn't it?
I'll tell you another thing as well. On that strand, because of the way that gemstone's cut there, there's a phenomenal, and I can sort of show you later on something else that's coming up in the show later, but there's a phenomenal amount of gemstone on that strand.
Loads. So
you can make upwards, well, you can make one stunning piece, or you could form 6 pieces from that strand, definitely.
Especially with earrings, maybe even more than that.
Yeah, just buy some sterling silver or buy some gold plate and put it to it as well, and just expand the jewellery. But there is a lot of gemstone on that strand. Once that's broken up, you'll be astonished how many's there.
It's 60 carats of amethyst, that's why. And that's why you have so many different designs you can incorporate into just pieces here, or several. Can you imagine just making one pair of earrings with maybe 5 carats of amethyst and telling someone there's 5 carats of amethyst in here, or 10 carats of amethyst, and already there, that's 6 pairs of earrings, isn't it? Or you know, bracelets, or you know, using it with different mediums, or working it with the tanzanite or the aquamarine we have coming up, or you know, an agate or 2. You know, really, the designs are endless. Now, this is brand new in today. I always love these strands. I absolutely love them, because I think that any jewelry maker, especially if you're somebody who has been doing it for years, you're going to love something like this, aren't you? And you're going to want to give away or sell a particular piece of jewelry that you can say has these gemstones in it that everybody knows are gemstones that if they were to go elsewhere, they can pay so much money for. It is a core gemstone. It's February's birthstone. It's amethyst, and it's beautiful. Now, with me saying all of that and knowing so much about this beautiful gemstone and loving this strand so much, my producer just said she's going to make an executive decision. Now, you know, for gemstones like these, they really should stay at a certain price. But she just said, she waved her hands in the air and she just said she's going to go a little bit lower. So, does that really happen that much here for the likes of your aquamarine, your amethyst, or your tanzanite? Now, this is the price that we should have stayed at, $12.95. But not today. Not today, not this Sunday, not for your beautiful gems of distinction, 60 carats of amethyst. Under 10 pounds there, and you already heard Linda say, you know, you can make so many different pieces of jewelry out of this, and it is 60 carats of genuine amethyst. And like I said, and you've heard it from me, you can get amethyst in different colors. You can get amethyst of different qualities, and the color is a big key there. And whenever we get a good deal, we pass it on to you, and that's why you're getting these fantastic colors, this beautiful depth of color, that chocolate box purple there, and it's under 10 pounds. Now, that is amazingly low there, because you know every pound you're taking off the gemstone that everybody's going to recognize it. And you know, how many people do you know that really don't know a lot about gemstones, but they know they know and recognize amethyst? It's a beautiful gemstone, and purple, such a popular color for everyone, isn't it? $9.95. Now they're absolutely flying out right now. It's 0800 644 655 to get involved. Now, you know, I'm new to Jewelry Maker, and you know, in the future, I won't be saying that very long, but I'm very new to Jewelry Maker. I'm always learning new things, and Linda's could teach me, you know, so many new things here. And you know, for me, but I know about amethyst, and I know 60 carats does not really compute at under 10 pounds. It just doesn't. Even if you think about if you were to take 10 pounds elsewhere onto the high street, what are you going to really come away with there? And that's how we're showing you what a great deal this is. It's a beautiful gemstone that everybody's aware of, and it's 60 carats of it for under 10 pounds with this beautiful graduated effect. It's not just roughly set there, is it?
No, I mean, the lady on the Wall of Fame, the lady that was talking about the garnet, she was saying that, you know, it's so beautiful, she doesn't want to use it at the minute, she just wants to look at it. And I think this is an heirloom strand.
Yes.
Don't worry about what you're going to do with it in the minute, just buy it and then look at it, and the inspiration will certainly come. But it's one of those that is definitely deemed, just keep it in a box and keep taking it and looking at it.
Well,
it's
wouldn't
beautiful.
You say, because it's amethyst, you're going to get somebody who will request some sort of work with this gemstone.
Well, definitely. And also, if you do sell your jewellery, if you have a high-end strand like this amethyst at such an astronomically fantastic price, make up a stunning piece and put that as your centre point, and to bring the people in to look.
Exactly.
And to open up some sort of dialogue.
Of course, because that's like what I said. You know, if you have a pair of earrings on and there are people compliment you about it, and you imagine it was made from 10 carats of amethyst have gone into that, 5 carats, you know, that's something that people are instantly going to raise their eyebrows about, and they're going to know amethyst. It's not some unknown gemstone. It's a gemstone of distinction. It's a gemstone of beauty. It's been around for such a long time, and you've got high quality here, haven't you? At $9.95. Now, I don't think that we do price slashes like that very often on your strands here. Not ever. In fact, I don't think I've had any at all when I've been on, and I get these strands a few times, and it's only because we've gotten a really good deal there. So really, really great work on those lines, and so you can still take advantage there. It's 0800 644 655. As Linda was saying, you can make this like kind of your flagship piece there. You can imagine if you were showing off your own designs, if you've got customers who come to you with certain requests, this could definitely be one of those those focal points of your own kind of designs that you just keep in your collection. And then, like I said, because it's such a well-known gemstone, whenever I see amethyst, I think of my grandma Berta, to be specific, because this is her birthstone. She's born in February. And I know before I worked for this company, she knew about as much about gemstones as I did, and I didn't really know a lot, but always she would say purple's my favorite color, and I love amethyst. Amethyst and topaz are her favorite. And you know what? That's from somebody who doesn't know loads about gemstones. You can imagine somebody coming in and saying, I want a really, really beautiful purple gemstone. Well, what's gonna pop into your head first? Amethyst, isn't it? It's beautiful, isn't it? Now I've got a beautiful strand that's coming up that's gonna go perfectly well with this if you're loving the purples there. And, ooh. The next one's coming up as a 3-strand offer. You can still get involved on your amethyst there for that price slash there. You can still get involved. Still lots of people phoning in. Now this is a 3-strand offer. You can see this is an offer and a half here. I'm not finished yet. It's beautiful. Now I think this is so hip right now. Take a look at all of these. I love exactly, working with these kind of designs because, or these strands, because you can see what you're getting is just so much here. Look at those together. Now it's all agate. Don't you love this, Linda? This is beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't it nice to see some big, bold gemstones again?
And the color is amazing as well, isn't it?
Fabulous.
I love it.
With my kits.
Yeah, I know you want to take one of these strands here, don't you? Yes. Now Linda's saying it's going to work very well with her challenge, and I do agree because if you wanted to add a bit of color to the challenge, then this is going to be it. But still stay in that color scheme, isn't it? Beautiful. And this is what I was telling you before. Like with your autumn winter kind of colors, how gold works so nicely with things. You can see you've got these kind of gold rings here with your agate. Now, I just want to show you one of these agates here because I love the texture here. So unique. They're just like you and I. It's got like this beautiful kind of, and this is natural as well, the fact that you've got these beautiful kind of pieces of detail here. Now, someone wise told me that when an agate grows, you're going to see this kind of banded effect, and that's kind of how, like with the rings on a tree. Rings on a tree, you can kind of tell how old a tree is by the rings on a tree. Well, it's kind of the same thing for an agate as well. So you get that kind of natural effect there with these really funky, vibrant colors here. Really, really unique. Look at that. That's so cool, isn't it? And they're not opaque either, so you get this lovely detail. I love it. How cool are they? Now, this is your fuchsia black agate. Oh my goodness, you've got such a big carat weight here, 420 carats. Just one of these, but you're getting 2 strands, and you've got your agate faceted puffy coins here. All 3 of them. So I thought you said, Deanna, 2 for 1, but I didn't know what, this is 3 strands here, isn't it? 3-strand pack. Oh, this is your 3-strand pack here. I do have a 2 for 1 coming up in a little bit, but look at this carat weight. Look at all these beautiful colors that you're getting here. And your black and your fuchsia agate, how awesome are these? Oh, I love it. What kind of ideas are you thinking of, Linda? Or what's your favorite aspect about these agates?
With a strand like that large agates there, you've got, obviously they're all incredibly useful to use as single pendants. Fantastic in asymmetric long necklaces. You could use them as a belt, dare I say a belt. Ooh,
but you do, it's long enough though,
exactly,
isn't it?
exactly.
You got 2 of them.
Yeah, and you can add to that, obviously. You can make your own jump ring links as well and add to it. Wire work on top of the pendant, some nice edging to it, make a bezel, edging. Beautiful. I love the shape, I love the facets on them, I love the way, I just love the whole thing there. It's so refreshing to see some nice big bold gemstone again.
Well, you have so many different colors here, though,
Yes,
don't you, though?
Fabulous.
And these deep colors, like they're so topical right now. The neon colors. You've even got flashes of lighter pink there, deep dark black. You could work with these all day, couldn't you? 3-strand pack here with your fuchsia and black agate, and you know you're gonna absolutely love it. People already are loving it because you know you can always dial in on that free phone number that's right below. It's free to call whenever you see something that you love because it's a 3-strand pack. It's a bundle deal that you're gonna have here.
Those rice beads as well. They are stunning. We're not really. Are they rice beads?
They're like your puffy coins that you've got there.
Right. They're stunning,
But
aren't
they're faceted.
they? I mean, they're a perfect.
This would go well with your challenge
yeah,
as
but
well.
they're a perfect match with that strand as well. Which in a 2-strand pack sometimes we don't get matching strands, but that's a perfect match there, and a bundle of those in between each one. And try beady bead in those. That'd be a nice novel way of using those as well in between. Beautiful. Beautiful. I've got so many ideas bumping around in my head. I want to come over there and just make them.
I love black and gold together personally. That's
Yes,
my favorite color combination. I've got handbags, shoes, boots, shirts, dresses, accessories. And gold together, it's my favorite combination because it kind of gives that vintage feel, I think, which is always ever so fashionable as well. Now again, brand new in today, this lovely bundle offer here, and I really see Linda light up on this
It's such a deep sort of berry, isn't it? You've got all your berry colours going on there. And everybody
really
likes
intense.
berries. Yeah, fantastic for winter and party. Oh, fabulous.
The ideas are endless there, basically. You can work with this as much as you want to, and you have some amazing colors here. Now, are you ready? Less than 5 pounds a strand here. How cool is that? Less than 5 pounds. Linda is still shocked here. Did you hear her gasp there? I just saw your chin go like this.
I did, yeah, I thought that'd be near a 10, I thought.
Yeah, exactly, but you know, if just one of these, that's less than 5 pounds.
Oh, it's just stunning. I mean, that I could see as a single strand.
I'll take them off so you can see, because it's such, just for the 1 strand here. I mean, but $14.95, it is a 3-strand pack here. That is a deal and a half in my opinion. And like, you know, the black and gold always, it just adds that kind of expensive look, but you're getting 2 of your 420 carat fuchsia and black agates here. Beautiful colors, really, really stunning, aren't they? They're flying out, but I mean, that price does speak for itself. It is literally a bundle offer. And you can certainly incorporate this together, as Linda was saying, to kind of, you know, really make this look go even further, can't you? $14.95. Now, I would like to see, actually, I'm going to pick up, because you might see with fuchsias, I got my amethyst here. Now, if you've already got your amethyst, I mean, really, look at these together. Certainly they work together very, very nicely. And no, you know this went less than 10 pounds. Can you imagine all 4 of these for, you know, it's just amazing that you've got all these lovely colors here. Now, this is your amethyst that we just had, that beautiful gemstone of distinction. And I'll take these 2 off and show you how lovely the amethyst. Doesn't that look really nicely with the agate?
Nice. Really, really beautiful.
So for those of you who might be thinking, oh, I love the amethyst, but I'm not sure what I'd use it with. I mean, the amethyst looks great on its own, doesn't it? But you can see it works very nicely with gold, with yellow gold, but also those fuchsia colors, those deep dark colors from your agate. But each one of these agates are different in color as well. You've got your lighter ones there as well, haven't you? Brilliant. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Your 3-strand pack there. $14.95. Brand new in today. It's 0800-644-655. That's a free phone number there. You can phone in and definitely get this added to your order for a Sunday. And it's just beautiful tones and colors that they are together. Perfect for your party wear, isn't it? Perfect for those really expensive looks, isn't it? Well done on that one. Loads and loads and loads of you there, so congratulations. So let's not forget about our other gemstones of distinction, though. I haven't forgotten, because we actually have my birthstone here. I've got lovely tanzanite here. It's this beautiful strand. It's very, very long. Again, granulated again, another beautiful gemstone of distinction. The first time I've ever had tanzanite on the show. In fact, I don't see this very often in this kind of style, even on our sister channel. They always sell out first. If you can pretty much rest assured, if you want to see a lot of people getting involved on anything, because tanzanite's such a popular gemstone, tanzanite's going to go first. It's beautiful. And you've got your aqua ring coming up. Now, these are coming up later on. But for those of you who love the amethyst or love your gemstones of distinction in your collection, these are the ones to go for, aren't they? Now, that's your aquamarine. Aquamarine. So they're coming up later on in the show. Now, this kit that I've got coming up next, I already looked at what Linda made over here, and the first thing I noticed was one of these designs here, one of these pieces you're going to get in your kit. It is so, so gorgeous. Huge, bold colors here. Massive, bold colors here. Now, this is called, I'm going to take that up there because I want to hold that back into the end. This is called Time to Get Making, and there's a reason why we've called that this kit that name. However, Deanna, my lovely producer, said, I think it should be called Lady in Red, and red is my favorite color, my absolute favorite color, so this is perfect for me. Absolutely love it. And this time of year, red looks amazing anytime, but this time, absolutely amazing, because you got some warmth here because of the agates that you've got here. You've got some flashes of orange and some lovely flashes of yellow there, which always reminds me of fire. Really, really amazing. Now, I'm going to show you the first piece here. That's why it's called Time to Get Making. Has this ever been done before? This is so unique here. What you're going to get is your lovely square watch face on a lobster clasp. Now, my producer Deanna said her sister is obsessed with watch face jewelry. She said she has charms, she has necklaces, accessories, everything with pretty much watch face jewelry on it. And I have to tell you, it's been very fashionable at the moment. There's some big name designers in the States that really work with your very fashionable jewelry and also accessories. And I've seen, you know, watches on handbags at the moment. And also what's always been really popular is kind of watches on rings as well. So to incorporate this into your jewelry, that is definitely going to be a talking piece, isn't it? It's a real working watch. How cool is that? I cannot believe that. I really, really can. I think it's so, so unique. And let's talk about the strands that you're going to get that you can work into your Time to Get Making kit. Let's show you the strands here, because you really have some beautiful strands here. Now, they're different varieties or different colors and cuts of your agates here. Every time I see a kit, there's something brand new in it, and that's the great thing about a jewelry maker. There's always something new and tempting, isn't it? It's very, very red here, very deep, beautiful colors here, very, very rich colors, aren't they? Now you've got your red agate drop beads. You're getting 16 pieces of these and 120 carats. Your orange agate with your faceted squares here. Now that's what I've got here. This is your red agate, excuse me, but you've got some oranges and some yellows there in this lovely strand, and it's double drilled. It's double drilled, so you can definitely work with this a lot of different ways, can't you? And you've got your orange agate that's in this twisted facet rice beads here. Really, really unique. So there's 200 carats of these and 180 carats of your double drilled facet squares. And we can move on and show you all the lovely red detailing you've got here that you can use with your watch face, because you've got your lovely red ribbon here, haven't you? So here's your red ribbon. Now this reminds me, this red ribbon reminds me of when in the States when I used to run track, and they'd give you, I think if you came, might even been when you came first, you got a red ribbon, and I still have all my ribbons left. That's what this reminds me of. But it reminds my producer of Christmas decorations. In fact, this kit, I'd have to say, especially out of everything we've seen, it's very festive, isn't it, Linda?
It certainly is, very festive.
What did you think about the fact that you've got a real watch in this kit?
I know, it's really cute, isn't it? Because that is big in jewellery making as well, this sort of steampunk. I know this isn't particularly steampunk, but they do use a lot of watch components in jewellery now.
Really, really, really very much fashionable and modern jewelry. Now, if you have a look, you've got these red organza bags, which are really, really ruby red here. Scarlet red are the colors that you've got here. And you're getting, let me just see how many bags you've got here. Loads of them. 10 of them is how many you're getting. 10 organza bags here. There's loads, so you can definitely cut this up and put it in your jewelry. And you've got your red wire here. Your red wire is there as well. And you've got your lovely wax cord here. 2 meters of red wax cord here. Try saying that 2 times fast. Red wax cord. I don't know, I won't be saying that again, but you're getting 2 meters of it here. So many different things. And for your ribbons, you've got your clasp for your ribbons here. So you can, and they're solid sterling silver here, so you really can finish off all of your designs to the best of their potential, can't you, with all of this in this beautiful kit here. So, and you've got your findings as well. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. You're getting, again, 100 copper-plated findings here. Everything you're getting is coming in this kit here, from your 3 pairs of shepherd's hook findings all the way to your bolt ring and clasp and jump rings, the one of those that you're getting there. There's loads in this kit here. Absolutely loads. Now, Linda, what have you found with the silver-plated copper findings? Have you found that people have been able to make more pieces of jewelry?
Oh yes, considerably more pieces. I mean, you've got 1 meter of chain, so that gives you a lot more scope as well to make different types of jewelry, incorporating chain in different ways. And also there's wire in this particular one as well, 0.25 wire, which is really, really useful. You've got your red beading thread, which is an option for doing some nice threading designs. You've got your ribbon. You can make a myriad of different types of jewellery with all the components in the kit. You won't have to look elsewhere. And what I like about this kit actually is it's all red.
Yes.
I do like that actually. I mean, it's different shades of red, so you've got sort of a different, you've got some texture going on because it's all different shades. But I do like that. It's refreshing to see a kit of a self-colour.
Yeah, I love it as well. It's my favorite colour, and it's a definitely very noticeable colour as well. Absolutely beautiful. Time to get making here. And don't forget about your watch there. I'll show you, you have the lobster claw clasp there. So you can just hook that onto any pieces of jewelry. Several different shades of red here in this lovely design. And you've got your all their findings and your organza bags everything here. So I really think this kit is very complete in my opinion, because you've got so many different shades of reds and so many different beautiful wire and your wax cord, so many different mediums to work with here. Brand new in today. Now, I think it's gonna sell out in seconds here. We're gonna put the clock on it, aren't we? You're lovely. It's time to get making here. It's time to pick up the phone. I'm not normally, I always call my boyfriend a talking clock because he always tells me what the time is, so this would be perfect for me. I was like, I know what time it is. He's like, yep, Alex, you got 5 minutes left. Thank you, talking clock, thank you. Yes, Deanna. He's always telling me what time it is when we're in a rush. $29.95. Now that is amazing, because you've got a genuine clock here. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? That you've got all of, but it's not just about the clock, it's about the strands, it's about the wire, it's about everything you're getting here. Everything. New today, time to get making of this beautiful kit here, and you're getting absolutely everything here. From your double drilled agate strand to your beautiful clock, your wire, your tin organza bags, your copper plated findings, 100 pieces of them. It's 0800 644 655. With these shapes, with these textures and designs, you've got so much scope here to make a beautiful piece, several pieces of jewelry out of this kit, don't you? $29.95. Now let's see, because I never seen a clock ever, or watch, shall I say, on, well, I have seen it before. That's not the reason why I have my own personal talking clock, but I've never seen this in any, they're making so many time kind of jokes there in the gallery. I've never seen this in any of the jewelry making kits. So we're gonna go over here to Linda and see what kind of designs you can make out of this really neat kit here. We're walking all over here to Linda. Hello, Linda. Hi. So, where's the watch at? I wanna see where it's
on the far one.
Ooh, yes, let's zoom in on this piece here first. Oh, I love that, how it's been put on the side. That's so neat.
Well, you know where sort of nurses and medical staff, as it were, have the sort of little fob watch there. I mean, I'm not saying it's one of those specific watches, but it's sort of at that level of wearing it, it's quite easy to just pick up and look. Mm-hmm.
Almost like when it would be in your pocket, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of a pocket watch on a necklace, really. Mm-hmm. But it's very tactile. It's a very tactile shape, actually, as well. It's very easy to literally finger and thumb pick up and look at your watch like that. It is. I mean, I don't wear a watch. I used to wear a watch all the time, but my life's just going like that. I mean, so I'll stop wearing a watch. But that is a nice way of wearing a watch if you're not one of these people that wears a watch on your wrist. But again, it could also be used as a wrist piece because you could dangle it as a charm.
Well, I think the great thing about this is, I think a lot of people, if they don't wear watches, it might be because it doesn't go with what they've got on, but you can make this an accessory, can't you?
Exactly, of course you
can.
And
that's one of the things there. Because I used to always wear a watch, but sometimes I feel, you know, it won't necessarily go with an outfit. Well, that's what the great thing about jewelry making is. You can make that an accessory, because for many people, it is a necessity to know what the time is and have, you know, a watch like this. You don't want to be somebody who's checking your phone all the time, do you? to have a look and see what time it is. So I love the way that's been put on the side there. And this beautiful necklace here. Look at that, and those reds.
Yeah, I mean, the red is really a deep Christmas red. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And then on the double drilled here, we're getting the different sort of rainbow-esque levels of the colour going through from, I mean, in this particular case here, coming through from light and opaque, right through to the reds and the oranges. It's beautiful. And because we've got the red bead thread in here, and we've got double drilled gemstone, it sort of shrieks using it, showing the beading thread really, and coming through these twisted ovals here. It makes a really nice design coming through the double drilled and then coming through singularly there through to the pendant at the bottom. Yeah, I particularly like that. I love 0.25mm wire. I find it really, really useful because it's so fine.
That it's like hair.
Yeah, it's so fine and it's so easy to work into different shapes. I loved it. I think the whole kit is absolutely delightful. The double drilled really in this particular kit comes into its own, particularly with these drops. These drops, but for a long time we've had through drilled drops. And this is the first time in a while that we've had top drilled, so they're just drilled. I don't know whether we ought to put that on let's put that on a gold one for now, just to
so you can see the detail.
The black's not really doing much of a good job, is it?
Thank you, Linda.
On camera.
Yeah,
there.
You should be able to see a little bit better.
Yeah, she will. But this sort of this pendant here that I've made, it's a very simple way of being able to make a floral design or a flower shape, sort of a fantasy flower as it were, because you've got the side-to-side top drilled, so it's the simplest way of being able to make a flower because you're not showing any of the wire on the outside.
It all looks like it's coming from the wire work right in the middle.
Exactly.
That's what I like about it.
And the double drilled and the earrings down here, the double drilled ones, I think I've worked really, really well on those. That's the first time I've used them.
For earrings?
For earrings, it is.
Wow,
it's the first time I've used them other than a straight drop.
Oh, okay. I like that design.
I think that's worked quite well. Very, very simple. Obviously, I mean, anybody who can make jewellery can see in a millisecond how those have been made, but really useful to make that sort of little brickwork shape. Again, on the bracelets at the end, exactly the same.
Ooh, let me grab that there, because you've used the clasp quite nicely on this design here. If you have a look at the clasp there and the lovely design. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you get a round toggle clasp and you get the heart shape. The heart-shaped toggle clasp is a delight. It's a bit sort of on the form of the Elsa Peretti heart, so it sort of dangles at. If you want to use it, you can use it as a pendant format as well, because it sort of dangles on it's a stylised heart and it dangles on a sort of stylised drop, as it were. It doesn't just fall smack bang centre, and it's really delightful. And again, with these, the shapes again are really, really nice to form all that texture in the jewellery again.
I think because you've got so many, just like the beautiful colours of red here, to get the different shapes, you still get so many different designs, don't you? From your pear drops to your kind of square, kind of double drilled, faceted strand. So many endless ideas here, haven't you? And you've got these lovely earrings here. I love these earrings. How did you make these?
Well, that's very simple. I mean, that's,
I like how
again, you see, this is a good example here of showing that top drilling. I mean, that simply is putting a head pin straight the way through the hole and then bringing the head pin up sort of perpendicular to the drop, and then using that little ball on the end of the head pin as a little bit of the integral design as well, and then just sort of coming up from that beautiful sort of shape, that gentle shape of a teardrop, and coming up and bringing some structure up here, so sort of using shape again and form to, I mean, those are, in my book, are sort of quite a modern look.
Yeah, very much so.
But they move so, I mean, they'd just be
while you're talking, this one just didn't calm down, did it? It just kept moving around the whole time. So all of these, again, just from one kit there, and again, can't forget about your clock here that's been worked into such
that could
lovely
be worked
design.
into many a necklace or a bracelet.
Or bracelet, yeah.
Or you could manufacture a brooch finding, or if you have a brooch finding, again, it's great. The little design, well, this little sort of thing, I had some gemstone left over. I had a little bit of wire left, a little bit of chain left over, and And the lobster clasp here is from the watch.
Is it?
You get the lobster on, is it off the watch or have I left it
No,
on
you left it on there.
I'll tell you what that's off. That's off the ribbon end findings.
Oh, okay.
So the ribbon end findings are really useful because you can take them apart. So you've got extra chain, you've got extra jump ring, you've got a little box there that you could sandwich gems into, and you've got more lobster claw clasp. So that essentially could be on a key ring, it could be on a bag, but just another way of using up sort of spare gemstone in the kit because I have to work within the confines of the kit, so I thought I would just add that to it to use everything that was in the kit.
Brilliant. Everything in your time to get making jewelry kit. So what are you going to show us today?
Well, that's on the key ring stroke bag charm and the pendant on the end have both got that sort of flower pendant. So I thought I'd quickly go through that because this is the easiest way of making a flower pendant with these teardrop shaped gemstone. So take a workable length of the wire. The beauty of using wire is you're using it to twist and to use as a mechanic. You can add wire to your design if you wish, but choose a workable length of wire to work with that you're comfortable with, and just pop on 5 in a row of the teardrops, okay? And then, as I did on the beaded bead, leave about 6 or 7 inches of wire on the one end, okay? So you've got your longer length on the one side, and then leave that there, and don't be tempted to cut it off because you could always use that to manufacture a wrapped loop for a fixing, okay? Or as a bail. So then take the longer length and take it back through that first one. If you wish, you could go all the way through.
Almost reminds me when you're making a beady bead.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the same thing. But as you pull it together, you get your really nice sort of stylized fantasy flower shape. And then to firm that design up, using the longer length, okay, is simply just weave in and out of, keeping that one out of the way, keep working in and out. So you're going over one, under the next one, over the next one, and keep working that in, putting a little bit of tension. And as you give your tension on the wire, you'll feel the design firming up, okay? So each petal that you go over and under, just give it a little bit of tug to firm it up. And as you work around the petals, you'll see that the wire starts to give you a little pattern. Okay, you're going in and out, in and out, in and out. So you're starting to layer up a series of wire little lines, as it were, but it's working its way up slightly on the graduation of the teardrop, so it's forming quite a nice pattern. So just keep doing that as long as you want to, right? So just keep, and then you'll know when that design, when that flower is starting, see, it's starting to hold its own now.
I was just going to say, it's firming it up, isn't it?
It's firming it up now. It's giving it a little bit of backbone. But so then, once that's achieved, you could leave it at that. But if you want to progress and just bring that, because the red wire works really beautifully with this gemstone here, just keep on bringing it up, and it's layering one on top of another. And then, if you want to put anything in the set, that's quite pleasant as far as I'm concerned. That's quite pleasant. That's the basic look. So now you can start to really embroider on that if you want to.
I'd like the idea of putting a black agate there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's the point of which then you could thread a gemstone onto your longer length of wire. I mean, ideally perhaps a round one would be quite nice in the middle, but then thread on to the longer length and then just cross over, so that the wire is disappeared inside whatever gemstone you're taking across, and you've got a centre to the flower. If you want to infill, on this sort of keyring drop here, I've made a sort of a star shape.
Oh, I can see that now.
Yeah, so all you need to do
how cool that looks.
on that is...
Oh, Linda, that's beautiful.
Again, it's providing structure, but it's providing sort of a bit of design and a bit of focal point as well. So length of wire, just literally, you'll know where to go. You go forward. Like that.
It's like when you draw the star on a piece of paper.
Exactly. So you're coming forward, and then as you're bringing it back, you miss. So in other words, you started from there, so miss that and go into the next. And just keep going all the way around like that, and that's how you'll form your star shape. So you come across, you miss one, and you come across again, and eventually that design then will layer up exactly as it has on that one. You'll start to layer that star shape. That star shape will start to form, and what I quite like about 0.25 wire is as well is it's delicate, but you can keep piling it on. And obviously you can then thicken up the design, but in a sort of a delicate way, really. On the pendant on the necklace, what I did was I took some more of the wire.
This one's more raised, isn't it?
Exactly. Just took some more of the wire, and using your round nose pliers, literally, you could use this on a gizmo. You could do this on a gizmo by just putting it onto the finest, I've lost the word for it now, but the things that you turn. What are they called? What are they called? What are they called? Oh, it's the same as a ring. Mandrel. Thanks, Claire.
I'm glad somebody helped there, because I was like with the question mark above my head.
It's strange how you lose these words that I'm using every day. You get 2 mandrels in with a gizmo, and on the finer mandrel, just do your probably about 6 or 7 inches of it, and then just literally crunch and roll in your hand to form a little wired bead. But if you haven't got one of those mandrels, a knitting needle or whatever, or your round nose pliers, just do, with your round nose pliers, just literally form a few little twists, okay? So just keep twisting along.
I can see how fine that is.
Yeah, it's really, really fine, but I love it. Just keep twisting it along until you've just got 3 or 4 twists, okay? And then using your flat nose pliers, what I do is I just pinch that first twist and just start to, as you would do a ball of wool. Okay, it doesn't really, don't be fussy about it. Just keep taking it out, pinch it again, and keep just twisting exactly the same as if you were sitting by the fire with an old-fashioned skein of wool, and then you were twisting it into a ball, just like that. When you do anything like this, you can then just, because it's so fine, you can just start to push it in, and it forms almost like little little mirrored flowers, really, little fantasy
little
flowers
blossoms.
again. Little sort of French knots in embroidery, something like that. And then if you retain a length of wire at the end of when you've completed that little thing, all you need to do, literally, I would have far more of a background as I've got in that one, but what I did, I just took it through and rested it on a petal, and then again just wired it in just like that, and then I formed another one at the head of each petal, and then I just put a centre one in the middle. But it's so simple. Just roll it on like a ball of wool, and then just place it with any shape of bead. You can do that, but it lends itself beautifully to these flat surface teardrops.
Beautiful.
And then, as I said earlier, when you have finished doing that design, you've left that shorter length on, and you can see why on that pendant there, that shorter length, I have literally...
that's what makes this, isn't it?
I have literally just doubled it over, like so, and then just taken the flat nose pliers and started to twist exactly the same as you would do in a tiara method. Just keep twisting that wire all the way down using your flat nose pliers. It's easier than your fingers. Just keep twisting it off, and then you'll end up with quite a nice little drop. And then I've just done a mirror image of these internals here. Actually I made that one there as a one-off, and threaded the red beading wire through it and made that part of the design, and dangled the pendant from it. But I'd be interested to see the sort of things that you can do with these teardrops. I really would, because they are a fantastic shaped gemstone, and you can do so much with them. The little even coming up for it. I've been off a fortnight and I'm absolutely full in my head of jewellery making. These little plastic spacers are so useful. Don't throw those away neither. They're incredibly useful for modern designs. If you like making modern jewellery, there's a definite place for threading those onto beading thread as well. You can actually colour them up with some felt. I've actually coloured these up with these indelible felt tips and shaded them as well. As again, think outside the box. Don't throw anything away. You'll always find it useful, especially in today's new modern contemporary jewellery.
You can definitely use everything, and I think your early bird special would work in very nicely.
The gold.
Let me just go and get them really quickly because
they'd be really gold would look really well. Look how those are beautiful crimp beads. I haven't seen those up close before. Those are definite spacers.
I don't know how but you said as spacers, so that's why I'm thinking of the plastic ones. So
yeah, I mean, if you
put these in my hand,
if you pop some of those onto here, you probably.
Well, I'm warning you, Linda. I'm not very coordinated here.
If you just pop it onto there, it's easier probably to display. But you can use those. I mean, quite simply as a lovely spacer bead.
Yes.
And there is a kit coming up later as well where I've used them as in part of a design. And I mean,
very Christmassy.
Yeah, these are so beautiful. Ooh. It's a shame to squish them down and cover them, isn't it? Exactly.
Thanks.
If you pop those,
see, I'm making jewelry now.
You see,
I'm getting excited.
You see, if you've got one of those either side of that, and if you thread onto wire as well, you can form the jewelry into shapes that'll stay because you've got your wire skeleton going on. So that would be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, red and gold is just stunning.
I love anything with gold. It looks brilliant. So I love this kit. And the watch and everything, it's just amazing. Every single piece in here. You know what I really love? The fact that you've got so many possibilities here for making pendants and charms as well. This is one of the first things that where you can really use.
Yes.
Like make your own pendant. I mean, if you love the watch, definitely use that. But I mean, as Linda's done, you can make so many different pendants and charms out of this whole kit here. It's just, the possibilities are endless, aren't they?
I mean, to be truthful, because this is such a fine wire as well, you could wire wrap the outside quite successfully of the watch. You see you've got a nice little bezel gap here. You could wire on that and you could come around the wire. You could even, because it's so fine, do a very fine filigree just on the edge of the watch face as well. I mean, you know, it's not set in stone. You can take it off, you can undo it, you can start again, but just have a go and let's see what you do with this kit. I'd love to see.
Beautiful.
What you do with it. That's quite heavy, that watch.
It is, but and I think that it's because it's quartz and it's even Japanese movement as well.
And it's a mother of pearl face.
And it's mother of pearl face. You're getting all of that here. Oh, hello, Amelia just walked in here. Oh, I like your hair, Amelia. So what we're going to do right now...
I like your necklace, actually.
She's a very stylish gal. We're going to bring you the Wall of Fame next. I know you can't wait for it, so stay tuned because your entries are coming up next. Another row of the Wall of Fame here. We've got some really beautiful pieces here. Now, I really like this one that Linda's got here. I really like, ooh, beautiful designs.
We have got some stunning designs. This is
you start.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not good.
Okay. This is, wait for it, this is a stunner. This is an absolute stunner and it's number 275 and it's amazing. And it's from Heather. Heather in...
beautiful.
In Wales, I will say, because I can't pronounce the word, but it's in Wales. I think it's...
Oh, you can't ask me.
Llandudrodol. I'm sorry if I don't mean to say that facetiously, but I can't pronounce it, I'm afraid. This is a stunning polymer clay creation. It is absolutely beautiful, and Heather says this is my latest polymer clay creation for the Wall of Fame. The necklace is a lot longer. photographed. Oh, I see, she hasn't got a bust longer, so I see what she's saying. It's a lot longer than photographed, but it still needs a big, bold personality to wear it. Love the tips and demos from the designers. I have learnt so much. Thank you very much. Heather, that is a privilege to see. I see what you mean, but you know what? Jewellery now is so personalised, and with polymer clay and things like that, you know, you've got all these different sorts of personalities that you can design for, and I think that is a stunning piece of art.
I'd wear that.
I love it. So would I. I love it.
I
obviously,
love it.
there is a much longer drop on the neckline.
Because look at the size of the bust.
Photograph, but it is beautiful. The attention to detail is stunning. I love all the little intricate bits that you put on. I love the tassel. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Absolutely stunning.
Well done.
So we're going to do 283 now. Lots of detail here as well. You know, I love it. It reminds me of, do you remember a movie that came out called Fern Gully? And I remember seeing that when I was a young girl, and it was all about colors and it was just amazing. And that's what this reminds me of, those beautiful reds and those gorgeous greens. Now this comes from Cheryl Ward, and she says, "Hi there, loving the show as always. Here is this week's Wall of Fame entry using the knitting and coil technique I saw demonstrated. I have made a cuff bracelet using silver wire and aventurine purchased from Jewellery Maker, red wire from Mustache. Hope it makes it onto the wall, and fingers crossed to winning to increase my stash." Cheryl, congratulations to you. I think it's absolutely amazing. You know, jewelry can be quite emotional sometimes, and as soon as I saw this, I instantly thought of that movie, and I used to watch it all the time with my brothers and sisters. So well done, Cheryl. I love the colors used there.
It's gorgeous. Oh wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of jewellery. Beautifully displayed. Beautifully. And this is number 279 from Brenda. And Brenda says, "Hi all at Jewellery Maker, thank you for a great show. I love all the presenters, but I'll miss Lucy and Fig for a while, but I'm sure they'll be popping in to show us their bundles. I'm sure they will." Thanks for that one, Sherry. Friday show. Oh, this is Cherry on Friday show. Right, that was Cherry's joke apparently. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame, and some of the jewellery I've made from the gems all bought from Jewellery Maker. Wow.
Brilliant.
Can you imagine sort of walking into a crowd? There's going to be a lot, isn't there, coming up to the Christmas period? Kids' schools and things like that. That's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Ribbon, all sorts going on there. Gorgeous. Well done.
Brilliant. There's so many pieces there. Now our final one is 287, and this comes from Kathy. She says, "Hi guys, this is a mixed gem charm bracelet I made from one of the bead scoops I bought from Jewellery Maker. Hope you like it. I think it turned out nice." Well, I certainly do. It is made with silver place copper chain from a kit and 925 findings with silver plated copper wire, 0.6 millimeters. Thanks to all the guest designers for all that inspiration they give us. And that's from Kathy in St. Helens. Well done, Kathy. I love the colors yet again. Beautiful colors. It reminds me of going on a holiday, to be quite honest. You know, the pools or the ocean can be that color. And
if that was from a bead scoop, that's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, if you like your bead scoops, come and see us at the NEC next month, because there will be tons of them.
Excellente. So, we still have 2 more rows of the Wall of Fame and so many more kids to get through. So please stay right where you are. We're going to have a short break. But first, I'm going to tell you how to enter into the Wall of Fame there if you watch this short clip. But also, what we have coming up as well is your beautiful neon apatite and labradorite as well. So please stay right where you are. And if you want to enter into the Wall of Fame, any of your entries here, we'd love to see them. I know Linda and I would love to see them. Have a look.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker gift voucher is now available. If you're looking for the right gift this year, choose the Jewellery Maker gift voucher. Available in £10 and £50 denominations. Call 0845 6588 663 and give the gift of choice this Christmas.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
Gripping the end of the wire with your round nose pliers, make a small loop. Then, taking your flat nose pliers, place the loop in the jaw of the pliers and press down. Slowly bring your wire round in a half circle motion. You'll need to do this bit by bit to tease the wire into place. You may need to keep adjusting your pliers. Repeat the process until you have your desired effect.
So I have some fantastic strands coming up for you right now, and I'm going to show them to you here. Now, these are divine, absolutely divine. Labradorite and neon apatite, and these are coming up in a moment's time. They're absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at them together. It's like they were made for each other, isn't it? Because the iridescence that you're going to get in a quality labradorite is akin to the quality of color you're going to get into a high-class, beautiful neon apatite. This is gorgeous. That's all I can pretty much say here. And I can't wait because I could talk about these forever. Because you've got some beautiful gemstones of distinction here. They're really, really, really beautiful. And remember, we've got our aquamarine coming up as well. And I mean, if you want to see what these look like together, take a look at those. Now, the aquamarine is on its own. The labradorites, I think they're coming as a 2-pack there. So this is coming up as well. And previously, when they've been on air before, I believe that they've sold for so much more than what we're going to do them for today. So definitely stay in tune for these here. Because I love your labradorite and your neon apatite and your aquamarine. Really, really stunning blue colors here. Looking here. You love the labradorite, don't you? We're starting with our labradorite and neon apatite next here, I believe. Now, the colors you're going to see here are fantastic. And this is the first time, I remember when I was on air a couple of weeks ago, we had facet labradorite, and it was the first time, one of the first times you've ever really seen in a gems of distinction kind of strand. This is round. And it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rounds of labradorite there. I just wanted to show you this strand really close up because it's about these two together. What you're getting, but just look at this strand together. Now, I've seen labradorite several times before, and sometimes you really have to move it around to see that iridescence. Now, what this is called, it's called a phenomenal gemstone. And phenomenal gemstones are very special. They're gemstones that have more than meets the eye, and that's the likes of your high-end, beautiful gemstones, you know, like your opal, the likes of a star ruby or sapphire, or a beautiful moonstone. That's the type of quality you're getting here, a gemstone that's in that ballpark, that league, and it's just beautiful. Those flashes of iridescence there, and it's natural when you're looking into your labradorite. Now, labradorite for me jewelry, I always think, is very emotional, and when you are making jewelry for someone else, or maybe you're inspired by something, because for many people it's a work of art, isn't it? Well, for me, it always reminds me of a lighthouse on a sea, because my grandparents, one of my mother's parents, live in a city called Michigan City, and they have a lighthouse, and I always remember walking around the lighthouse for a walk with my grandmother and my mom, and the lighthouse beaming down onto the water. It looks like those beautiful, deep, oceanic kind of colors you're getting from your labradorite, and that iridescence, which then works very, very nicely with your neon apatite there. Now, how many times, Linda, have you seen neon apatite on the show like this?
Probably could count it on one hand.
It's beautiful.
No, not like that. Apatite probably on one hand. Anyway, in general.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, see, there you go. And, you know, Linda's definitely going to know more than me about what kind of strands you're going to see. And that's why I think this is brilliant, because you've got this graduated effect. You've got these stunning, sensational colors. But we're gonna show you the apatite close up as well, because there will be a reason probably to why Linda hasn't seen this very often on the show. For one, apatite tends to be a very tiny gemstone. If you watch us on our sister channels, and if you I'll be on Gem Steve Extra tomorrow. If I have a piece of apatite, you might see one. Your average kind of size of an apatite is about less than, maybe about a 1 millimeter round, which is tiny. In fact, I'll show you. A 1 millimeter round is going to be smaller, and this is from Jim's TV as well, I bought it myself, than one of these circles, one of these diamonds, round brilliant cut diamonds. It's going to be much smaller than that. Much, much, much smaller than that. So that's an idea as to why in your jewelry making you've not seen a lot of neon apatite, because for you, neon apatite this size is absolutely colossal. Because look at the size of them, and they're graduated, so you're gonna get smaller neon apatites and bigger ones. But also, I mean, look at these in the center. They're huge, huge neon apatites there. Your average carat weight for just one neon apatite is 15 points, so it's really, really quite small. It's something you'd use in a cluster design, but these are very sizable. And also, the bigger your apatite, the more included they tend to be. But these are actually quite clear. Now these, because you can see that the string in the middle, can't you? 40 carats, and they're 3 to 5 millimeters. So they are a lot bigger than your average. If your average is 1 millimeter, everything in this strand is bigger than 1 millimeter. Now, this has previously been on our channel for over 15 pounds before, just this single strand, because of everything you're getting here. If you've got a gemstones in this design, and in this strand, excuse me, that beats the odds, and they're from Madagascar, and also, that's one of the things that a lot of people sometimes don't really think about. When you get gemstones of distinction like this, they literally have to be mined and mined and mined for you to find something that is above average, really, because it's not average for you to get 3 to 5 millimeters, is it? It's not average for you to get clarity like this and color like this in a neon apatite, is it? So, and that's why this strand individually should be around 15 pounds, and then you compare it with your labradorite, and you've got two beautiful, exotic, gorgeous colored gemstones here, haven't you? Really, really sensational. Now I love how you have those princess kind of square kind of cuts there, and then your round cuts there. It's beautiful. Now your labradorite is 6 to 3 millimeters, and you're getting 55 carats here of your labradorite and 40 carats of your neon apatite. So you've got these two together. Now, Linda, what kind of ideas are you thinking about these strands? Because you're not just getting the strands either. This is called your Schiller Knights, a boutique collection. And oh, I just saw that there.
Yeah, yes, I've made something up with it.
Oh, brilliant!
I couldn't resist it. I couldn't. The apatite and that labradorite sort of dropped on my desk at the same time. And
so you put this together?
Yeah, I couldn't resist it.
Oh, kudos to you, then. You got some good taste. Well done, Linda.
It's just that the apatite and the Schiller in the labradorite is just so special.
Beautiful together. Schiller Nights. So what made you come up with that name then?
I've probably been listening to too much Michael Jackson to be sure.
Schiller. Although this is well, it's definitely got some beautiful kind of chilling kind of tones to there. Really works very nicely together. And that's not all you're getting. I'll show you, because you got these beautiful findings here as well. Let me show you these together. Now take a look at these. These are your shepherd's hooks findings. And one of the great things about this is the Schiller Nights. I've never actually seen any of these strands in jewelry. And maybe you haven't. Well, Linda has made some designs, put a whole kind of collection together, especially for us this Sunday. So they're over there, and I cannot wait to bring them to you. So you're gonna get these shepherd's hooks findings here. You're also going to get and these are all, yeah, they're 925, because that's what you're going to get with gems of distinction. You should really be using your gold overlay sterling silver or your sterling silver here, because it really does work. And these are your 925 spacer beads. You're getting 40 of these, and you've got your toggle clasps here, your heart toggle clasps. Ooh. That always happens to me. We might have to get a sweeper or I'll just put those to the side there. So here are your toggle clasps here. And they're solid sterling silver. Can you imagine the amount of sterling silver that's gone into each one of these findings here? Whenever the price of gold goes up, so does your sterling silver. And these are your 4 heart hooks here with your heart toggle clasps with your hooks there. So this is your Schiller Nights, and it's a boutique collection by Linda. So I think it's brilliant. I really, really, really do. And you will get, with these strands, these lovely findings as well. All together, it's brand new in today, and we will be going over to Linda right now to see. Oh, before we do that, I'm sure you want to know what price it's going to be. I do. Remember, just one of these. Brilliant, absolutely amazing. And I know that Deanna's worked her little bewitching magic there as well. Because, well, I'm not even gonna say, but really, I'm surprised at that price, $39.95. If one of these has been on the show before for over 15 pounds, you're getting 2 strands here, and you're getting all your findings here. So there's a massive saving there. In my opinion, $39.95 for your Schiller Nights jewelry making, your kind of beautiful kit here. It's a boutique collection. So if you really want to make those high-end designs, if you love the fact that you've got your neon apatite with those gorgeous colors that are far above average, and your labradorite there with those gorgeous colors, really, really, really incredible. Now, I'm gonna go over here to Linda and see what she's made here, because I cannot wait to ask her what it felt like to work with these kits, because you know, these are very high-end, beautiful, luxurious gemstones, aren't they? And I have to tell you, I love what I'm seeing here. I've never seen anybody work with these gems of distinction before. What is it like to work with them?
Oh, it's just a privilege, to be truthful. I mean, the colour on this apatite is
it's sensational, isn't it?
I would imagine, you know, it would be difficult to mix this colour. You know, if you were painting or something, it would be quite difficult to mix it, because it is so perfect, so beautiful. But in the labradorite, you know, we've got that Schiller, that blue that's bouncing, that's just exactly the same. And so it's just a marriage made in heaven. I know it's high end, but as I said before, on the amethyst and on the tanzanite and on the aquamarine that's coming up, you will be absolutely stunned how many. I mean, I've made 3 pieces, I've made a suite of jewellery, but there's tons and tons and tons and tons. I mean, I should have possibly taken the time to count them. but there's tons and tons of gemstone, and it makes the most beautiful high-end jewellery. I mean, you could probably have made 8, 9 pieces.
Yeah.
Using some more additions. I mean, the addition I've used is just a 0.25mm wire and a little bit of chain.
But see, all of this has come from just these 2 strands, hasn't it?
Yes.
And look at the detail. Now, that's one of the things I learned when I was last on Jewellery Maker was, you know, we're making pieces of jewelry out of genuine gemstones, and if that is something that is important to you, which it is for all, then really working with these beautiful gemstones of distinction, something that everybody's going to be able to appreciate from that beautiful iridescence that you're going to get into in a quality labradorite. I mean, you're not going to get this out of a faux gemstone, are you? And that's why we love it so much, to that beautiful, intense neon there from Neon Apatite. I'll tell you, one of the first gemstones I ever remember, you know, really falling in love with when I started working here was Neon Apatite, because the color is so intense. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And I love how they work so well together. Did you see the, oops, excuse me, sorry.
Shrieks.
Just stuck my hand over there. Did you see the bracelet?
Just shrieks quality, doesn't it? I mean, it wouldn't go amiss at all. If you saw that bracelet in a sort of a high-end jeweller's boutique, it wouldn't go amiss sitting there, pride of place, in a lit cabinet. It is so beautiful.
Well, I'd like to see how you'd make, how you'd created one of these designs here, Linda.
It's so easy. It's very...
They look very detailed, though.
It's just attaching the... I mean, basically, what I've done is I've taken a... in this case, it was all that I had in my stock at the time was the silver-plated copper chain that comes in the kits. In an ideal world, and if you have it or it's on the website, then perhaps treat yourself if you're going to splash out and buy this beautiful, beautiful high-end kit. Perhaps some silver chain. It would work exactly the same on rose gold and on gold as well. Gold plate would look absolutely stunning. It'll work really well with all of the noble metals, and I think it somehow deserves it, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
But,
I think
just to sort of make up the designs and just to show you quickly. So I've got some chain, link chain, okay, and then some 0.25 silver wire, and then all I did is I kept the gemstone. You can see there's a graduation on both of them.
Yes.
The beauty of this is round and this is square, and it works well. It gives you, again, it gives you texture.
I'll take one of these off so you can see it.
So I kept the graduation in place, as it were, and I work from both ends, okay? So they're slightly smaller at the end, but they're exactly the same at the other end. So I just sort of took off some of the apatite and did exactly the same with the labradorite. Find it difficult to say that sometimes. And then again, as I sort of demonstrated on those little red wire twists, I made my own little head pins. Again, all it is taking the round nose pliers and taking the end of the wire, do a little loop with your round nose pliers. Okay, so just bend it back into a little loop, and then simply flat nose pliers onto that loop. Okay, so you've just got a tiny little end coming out there.
We're just resetting our graphics there because I know that you might have noticed that it said still time for what's the name of the kit? Time to make to make our jewelry kit, the one that we had on before. However, the code was right and the price was right, so it's still $39.95. Sorry to interrupt you there, Linda.
Don't worry.
Just letting you know, just in case you're wondering if anything's still going on, you can still phone in for this lovely kit that Linda's put together. She's the best person to explain about this.
So, when you've got your little loop on the end of the wire there, just a tiny little loop, just pinch it into the flat nose pliers, and again, just work around that little end that you've left, okay? I know this is a bit fiddly, and then flat nose pliers, and just press it in, all you're trying to make is a little stopper on the end, okay? And it's sterling silver wire, this is. So consequently, the light will bounce off of it, okay? So all I did then was took off about probably an inch and a half from the wire. And this is a very therapeutic design to make because it's just repetition on a theme, and it grows, and as it grows it looks more and more and more and more beautiful.
I can see how you've done that here on each one of these here.
It's just literally attaching it to the links of chain and watching it grow and watching it balance.
It's almost like the end of a, what would you say, an eye pin, kind of how it curls over?
Yes, exactly. So we've got that, but just one little tip is when you're working on a piece of chain from the centre out, what I did was I measured the chain so that I got a centre link, okay? So we pick out a centre link because we're working from the very, very centre of the design, working its way up, because I've graduated the necklace, so eventually I'm only putting one apatite or labradite onto a link, but I start off with 4. So what I did was I got that centre link, I opened up an eye pin I should say, and popped it onto that link, okay? Close that back up again. That then, as you're starting to work up, it shows you where your centre point is, because the little drop I worked, so the little drop on that necklace I worked afterwards, after I'd finished the neckline piece.
It's almost like a little bit of like a wishbone kind of shape,
exactly.
isn't it?
So if you're working centre upwards on chain, it might be an idea just to pop on an eye pin there, so that keeps that centre link for you. Now I'm keeping that centre link free of any gemstone completely, because I'm going to link onto that when the whole design is finished. So either side of that eye pin there that's on that centre link, that little head pin that you've just made, take your round nose pliers, and this might be a little bit fine for you to see on air, and we're just going to pop the round nose pliers right on top of that little square of apatite there, and then we're just going to form half of a wrap loop. So push the wire away from you, flick the wrist away from you, okay? And then it's quite important to make sure that these 2 prongs are right uppermost on top of that gemstone. That's the way you'll get a nice round link, okay? Bring it back, okay? And just gently push it down. And then when I remove those pliers, okay, you can see I've got sort of, if you can just pick that up, that little loop there. You can see that little loop that's half formed. And then pick up the chain using this eye pin, and then on the link that is not attached to, so either that link or that link, let that drop, hold it by the excess wire.
I see, it just kind of secures
and
it,
then,
doesn't it?
Yeah, and then you need only, because it's fine wire, you need only pinch with your round nose pliers and just wrap around that little end. Okay, just keep wrapping it around. You can wrap it around till the wire disappears, or you can just trim off the excess. Okay,
brilliant.
So that just, I know it's only tiny at the moment, but from tiny acorns, big oak trees grow. So on each link, probably a good 2 inches on either side of that centre, I've attached 4 of the apatite, and then I put 4 lab, 4 apatite, 4 lab, 4 apatite. Then when I've got to a couple of inches, I start to slim it down and just attach 2 sets of charms.
I can see that. Yeah. And it goes all the way around as well, which is what I just noticed as well.
And then just start to bring it up on the collarbone area on one little charm, and then come through up to the top, just leaving the chain. I mean, you can go all the way around if you want to. You can put even more links, because it's such a beautiful fine gemstone.
Bracelet as well.
You could get 8 on there. You could make it really, really quite chunky. That's the beauty of small gemstone. You can chunk it up as well by using more. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been a privilege to work with. The earrings with the little silver 95 silver spacer beads.
At the bottom. Oh, that's at the bottom there.
Yeah, just made a little beady bead out of those in exactly the same way as I demoed it earlier in the show. And then on these gorgeous earring findings.
Those are really extravagant, aren't
they?
they?
Really nice. So I've just linked onto the...
Now, are these specific kind of like for these strands here? Because since you've got them kind of smaller.
You can use these earrings for sort of any design, but where we've got these are decorative in my view, as much as they are to dangle things from. But I decided to have the little beaded bead in the silver at the bottom, and then I just put the apatite. I put 2 apatite into each little round there, but equally you could leave that. You could then put the apatite onto the chain and just drop some chain from there with whatever.
Make them longer, like you said.
It's a beautiful earring finding. It's so comfortable to wear, and I just love the simplicity of it. The design is everything on that earring finding.
All of this for $39.95, and the graphics are your Shillanites. Now, this is your boutique collection that you put together. What kind of thoughts did you go through? Like, or did you just pick the strands first and then kind of...
Yeah, well, I saw the strands landed on Ed's desk, and I happened to be sitting at Ed at the time. And it was the apatite I saw first. I knew that we had that labradorite in the vault, and when I put them both together, it was just a match made in heaven. Having said that, I would ideally have loved to have put the aquamarine that's coming up. I would love to have put as the tanzanite, as the amethyst as well.
I will show you how nicely this works together, because this is my first time. Now, when I was on like maybe my second time here, I had some gemstone strands like garnet and pearl, and it kind of came in this style, but I hadn't seen it together, and I kept saying, well, I just wear them on their own. But I definitely would say what you've done here is so creative, and that's how you get that kind of distinct, very high-end boutique look there. And your aquamarine and tanzanite is going to go very nicely with these, because they're all different kind of. Like
I mean, ideally, I would love to be able to have all of these high-end strands and make that design up in all of them.
Yeah, because they're all like,
and put them and just
similar colors.
Yeah,
the amethyst as well.
So Bond Street.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It would.
And remember, one of these strands was around 15 pounds before when they were on. So
we're at very high prices for sterling silver at the moment as well, aren't we? So, and these earring findings are 95 sterling silver. There's a lot of silver in them. They are absolutely beautiful, as is the two toggle clasps are a joy. I mean, they really, really, really are a joy, these little stylized hearts again, the toggle clasps. They're absolutely beautiful. They make up the most beautiful clasp for this delicate type of, in inverted commas, Downton type of jewellery. I mean, these alone, I'm not too sure how much they are singularly on the website, but you know, sterling silver is commanding a big price at the moment, so that is a real bargain.
Brilliant. Well, that's your Shillanites, and that was a collection that was made by Linda, so you can still phone in for that on that free phone number down below. Proving to be very, very popular. As you can see, I think it really helps that you've seen what Linda's made, because I've had these strands before fly out just based on the fact alone you're getting the strands, but to see some of the designs you can create is very, very helpful. Limited stock right now. It's 0800-644-655 if you want to get involved. We got so much to show you, and I'm going to leave Linda over here for a challenge.
Yes, I'm enjoying
So I'm going to go over here right now. Still so much to come. Now, we've got our aquamarine coming up very, very shortly, and our tanzanite. Feels so right, it's time to have a party. I haven't been able to sing that in ages, so I had to. Ooh. Now, it's helpful if I learned my right from my left, right? So you can see I've got a kit here. It has been very much about the kits today, hasn't it? This has been, out of all the times I've been on Jewellery Maker, one of the most kind of put together shows in terms of kits, which I love, because if I'm starting off new, I might not know what I need, or maybe you're watching for the first time and you want to get a kit. Well, if you're getting a kit, you're going to get everything you need, and these are great things to add to it. Now, 2-for-1 Special is what I've got coming up next. Oh, actually, you can kind of think of it like this, maybe buy one, get one free, because look at this color here. Now, this is my mother's favorite color. Favorite color here. And I think this color actually it looks great on everyone. These beautiful cobalt blues here are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Now, the color is so deep and so deep and rich, neon kind of aspect as well. And you're getting 2 strands for the price of 1. So if you bought one of our kits today and you want to add something to it, maybe lighten up one of the kits or add some blue to our It's Time to Get Making kit, the opportunities are certainly endless for your 2 strands here. Now, it's going to be a quick one. It's going to be a speedy one. You've got 220 carats of agate here. 220 carats of agate here. And it's amazing, 2 for 1. These are always, in fact, blue is the most popular color of gemstone in the world. Blue is the most popular color. In fact, it's so many people's favorite color in general, isn't it? It's color, you know, and that color of blue goes perfect with everything. Have you ever seen that on somebody who has really like light blonde hair? Well, I don't have blonde hair, but it looks amazing on my skin tone. And, you know, like I said, it's my mother's favorite color, and she's got a deeper complexion. So this is a color that just goes great with everyone. And it's brand new in today, 2 for 1. Those beautiful plain rounds you can work in with anything. It's gonna go great with every color, isn't it? Pinks, purples. You could even, when it gets a bit warm out, take those pieces apart and work with it with brighter colors, like forest green, like what my camera woman Amelia has on, or beautiful yellows, and color block with it. So many different colors you can use with this. 220 carats of blue agate. Now you can see it's 2 for 1. It's not like we're just saying that. You can look for that price, 1 strand, on our website. It's a 2 for 1 special here, so don't miss out. It's time to dial and get involved on these deals. It's 0800 644 655. You can see that is blatantly 2 for 1, can't you? For 220 carats of your beautiful blue agate. Now these are 10 millimeter rounds, so these are big, big, big rounds here. And these colors, it's all about the colors here, isn't it? It's all about the colors and the beautiful versatility. And they're flying out 2 for 1. It says it sells itself really at 220 carats. You're getting 2 strands for the price of 1 at $6.95. What we're gonna do is leave that one with you because I got too much to show you right now. Loads to show you. And you know, the thing is, why I love being here on Jewelry Maker is it's so much fun. Oh, okay. I've got one of your favorites here. Moonstone. Moonstone and smoky quartz. Now look at those two together. Awesome, awesome, awesome colors there. And look at the smoky quartz. Now this is perfect. These are some of my favorite colors to wear here. Again, another kind of spectrum of colors that's gonna suit everyone. This reminds me of so many different things. It reminds me of the colors of the Grand Canyon, beautiful colors like you'd imagine in Saturn as a planet, wouldn't you? I mean, or Jupiter as well, because these beautiful tones you've got here. Absolutely love this, and you can tell your moonstone here because I'm going to pick it up and show it to you closer up. I've never actually seen moonstone this color, but moonstone is a phenomenal gemstone, but sometimes you'll get what's called adventurescence in there, and that's you get these beautiful sparkles here, and where it looks like the gemstone's kind of moving around. Look at that. Beautiful sparkles when you look into this gemstone quite closely. It's like when you're looking at an eyeshadow and you get those kind of beautiful kind of delicate sparkles there. Very, very feminine, peachy pink colors. This is like the color of morganite. But if this was morganite, we would be looking at very expensive, very, very, very high price, I think. So this, you know, beautiful bundle offer here. Your moonstone on its own, absolutely, it's amazing. But you can, you know, deepen and darken it with your smoky quartz, can't you? Or you can liven it up with your red aventurine there. So what you've got here is a massive carat weight here, and also really big sizes. Your aventurine is 40 by 30 in size, so these ovals are massive. And then you've got your 10 by 6 smoky quartz, and your orange moonstone is 8 by 7. So these kind of pear drops are really, really sizable. What do you think? What do you think about this kind of a bundle here?
Colour that everybody can wear. It's a colour they can wear at any time. I love the size of the gemstone. The moonstone is just to die for. And it's nice to have the drop style nuggets in there, isn't it?
It is really, really nice. I've never seen moonstone like. Normally I'm accustomed of seeing your white moonstone.
Yes. Oh, I love the pink.
Or I've seen, what is it, the just kind of moonstone that has a bluish iridescence, which again is very nice. But this is beautiful, very delicate, very feminine, but also kind of angelic as well. Quite an innocent kind of factor, but you can deepen and darken or use these different colors to really create your own kind of design. It's a 3-strand pack here. Red aventurine, orange moonstone, and smoky quartz. Brand new in today. All 3 of these beautiful strips. Oh my, ooh.
Okay.
Less than 4 pounds a strand. If I just had the moonstone on my hand for $3.99, I think I'd have hundreds of people dialing in. You've got way more than that. Size of your red aventurine. And you know, really you can see what you're getting here because this strand is massive. You can also work with those different sizes, but the colors look amazing together, don't they? It's 0800-644-655. I definitely wouldn't miss out on this one. The colors go great together, don't they? And at $11.95, again, it's in the name, isn't it? It's a bundle offer. And I know nobody watching just wants to see, you know, a plain price for a bundle, which I would imagine for this kind of bundle offer would be $8.99 or $8.95 instead of, especially for the carat weights and the sizes. They're huge, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors, and all those different carat weights that you've got here in different textures. Awesome low price, $11.95. So we've got 20 minutes left until we bring you your aquamarine. Remember, we still have our tan tonight left. We've got Linda's challenge. Still so much more to bring you here. And all of these pieces are about, you know, adding to your order there and, you know, having them in your stash to work together. So well done on that bundle offer there. We're gonna pop those back where they live. Ooh, gotta show you your aquamarine here. Actually, what I wanted to do, I kept the, we're gonna show you your aquamarine. Aquamarine. So here's your aquamarine here. It's coming up later on in the show, but it's very, very close. So for those of you who've been waiting for it, it's beautiful with your neon apatite and your labradorite. So you definitely, this is what Linda was saying, she would like to work with all of these together and also with the tanzanite together. Or hey, if you really want to go high end on us, I mean, don't hurt them now. That is the real deal, isn't it? Beautiful.
Christmas morning.
I can't imagine it because I just would think all of these beautiful genuine gemstones. Linda just said, well, can you imagine opening this, all of these up for Christmas?
Can imagine opening that up Christmas morning if any of my family are watching.
Yes.
All of those strands. I can imagine opening that.
Brilliant. You saw that hint there. It wasn't subtle.
Subtlety doesn't get you anywhere.
No, it doesn't. You might as well just come out and say it. Every year, whenever I want something for Christmas, I just say what I want. Yes, Claire just said there, especially with men, if you want something, you just better just say what you want because every year you're probably going to end up being disappointed. Although, They are gorgeous together. Now we've got another kit here, and beautiful colors together. Ooh, my desk is making some noises there. Oh, I won't move too much here. So this is, all about the colors here. Field of Dreams here. In this kit, oh, these are some, oh wow. Everybody's giving me something new. I love this. Okay, so we got these beautiful strands here. I always like to start off with the strands first. And what you've got here is a lot. Now, I love this. Beautiful kind of neutral tones there as well. You've got your wood plain rounds, you've got your rainbow fluorite, hematite, and amethyst. All together. So many different versatile colors here is what you've got, isn't it? I mean, 330 carats of rainbow fluorite, so that's this beautiful strand here, which is really cool because fluorite comes in you know, so many different colors, doesn't it? But your most popular are your kind of like greens and your purples and your blues. And then you got your hematite here, 90 carats of your hematite, and your amethyst here is you've got your beautiful purple amethyst, which is your faceted rectangles, and these are actually 16 by 12 in size. And your wood plain rounds, they just kind of lighten everything up, because imagine those, you got quite deep, dark, and mysterious strands there. But the wood just brightens everything up, doesn't it? Beautiful kit to work with here. Field of Dreams. I love that because the wood is a kind of neutral aspect, isn't it, to this lovely kit. Now, I can't wait to show these to Linda, although she's already seen them. Now, these are snazzy. Have a look at these, Linda.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah, they sort of connectors.
Sorry, Linda, I just heard something here.
Carry on.
I'll show you. This amethyst here is Zambian amethyst. Zambian amethyst, there is no finer. You know, like when we talk about on our other channels, if we have a treble A graded tanzanite. This is the treble A graded tanzanite of the amethyst world. You can't really get any better for depth of color, for pleochroism, you just can't. Whenever I have Zambian amethyst on air, I know I'm gonna get people getting involved because it's some of the finest. And plus, watch, there's one of Steve's really good friends, Glenn Lay here, this American lapidus, who's really nice, a man who's just known all over the world. This is his favorite variety of amethyst there. So, I just had to interrupt there to let you know that you're actually getting Zambian amethyst here. It's a big deal. And we'll go back to these. So what you said, these were findings here then?
Well, they're not findings. They're basic. They are a bead in their own right, as it were, made from sterling silver. But they've got the little loops on either end, so you can use them as connectors. You can drop a gemstone through the centre of them. Loads of uses again.
I'd like to see how you could put a gemstone in the middle of them. So you're getting 2 of those, and you've got your really kind of real kind of purple color wire here. You're getting your ribbon, which really matches the wire quite nicely. So this is your purple organza ribbon. You're also getting your ribbon cord ends with lobster clasps here, and I'll show you these as well. So there's these here. Ooh. So those are your ribbon cord ends and lobster clasps there. I even have an extender chain, so that really is going to look great for anyone. And you're getting 4 of those. Then you've got your findings as well. It just goes on and on and on. This is your Field of Dreams jewelry kit here. So this is you've got your 100 findings here, I believe. Yeah, let me just double check there. Yeah, that's what you're getting as pretty much as a standard right now, I believe. 100 findings here from your lovely chain, your shepherd's hook findings and your beautiful toggle clasps and heart clasps, all of them there, and they're all copper plated silver. And then you got your 2 different colors of organza bag, the organza bag that everything comes in, which is beautifully purple as well. You know, you can use this in your jewelry making, cutting it up and using it in designs, but you also get these kind of lilac purple bags, which I really love. This reminds me of, ooh, oh, my funny bone there, but that wasn't funny. Okay. That hurt. But I won't cry. Okay, these are your organza bags here, and you get these beautiful kind of like lilac and purple tones here. Again, going well with absolutely everything. Beautiful. And what were your thoughts on this with the wood in this kit as well, Linda?
Okay, it adds a different piece of a little bit of texture, a different challenge, obviously, for anybody who's making it up. But it will show you that what you don't actually think on first sight is going to work, will work. Once it's made up, again, a piece of jewellery normally grows. Anybody who is a hobbyist will know that. You have a semblance of an idea in your head and it grows while you're doing it. So don't be frightened to use all these mixed gemstones and woods and shells and things, because they all work beautifully together, particularly with fluorite, I might add.
Yeah, because you got so many different colors in your fluorite, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you can see, as Linda was saying, you know, just if you look at, if you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't really use wood before, because that's what I was thinking. If you were thinking that, those 2 look really awesome together, and then you can just deepen and darken it up because you've got such light colors. This is almost like a bamboo kind of color, isn't it? This kind of wood. Really, really stunning colors there. And then your hematite just gives it that evening elegance, doesn't it?
It's a long time since we've had hematite.
Has it? I used to hear Lucy say hematite all the time. And
yeah, no, it's a long time since we've had hematite on the channel.
Well, I love it. I think it's an essential to have that kind of metallic gunmetal kind of color.
And it's a fabulous 4 mil beads, particularly in hematite, because it'll go with any gemstone.
And it's not OTT.
No, and it's a great highlighter because it sort of picks up the shades, doesn't it, from the other gemstones?
Yeah. Brilliant colors here. Your Field of Dreams jewelry kit with 100 sterling silver, 100 silver plated copper findings there. Again, brand new in today. So if you're loving these colors and everything you're getting here, and again, you could pop your other amethysts in here, but for the Zambian amethyst, you know, on the sister channels here, you rarely see Zambian amethysts ever go under 30 pounds. And I'm talking about maybe 5 carats. 4 carats in a ring. You rarely ever see it go that low. This is Zambian amethyst here. Zambian amethyst is always natural. And that's one of the big things, because when you get to your gems of distinction, a lot of them, no matter where you're buying them from, are going to be treated in some way, shape, or form. But your Zambian amethyst is always natural. Natural color, natural tones. And that's what really makes this so special here. Very, very high-end gemstones here. $29.95. But I gotta see what Linda's made here. Oh, Linda.
This is actually made up by the elusive maker-upper of kits as well, this one.
Oh!
Yeah.
So the,
yeah, I've got 3 kits I've brought on today made up, and we've also got
you did have a lot of kits,
we've also got some extra kits that was decided to put into today's show, because kits are so popular. And this is another one of those kits, so I'll
loads and loads and loads
you.
here. Look at all of this. I love, this reminds me of sweets, this does.
Yeah.
I love this design here. Oh, and these here, this is like a friendship bracelet, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. It's using the purple wire in the kit.
I love this.
Yeah, it's almost, well, it's woven together, isn't it, using 2 strands of wire, and then using the ribbon.
Now this is, I love this design, and
it just shows you how well it works. You see, with the wood, the wood is providing a really nice background for that wire, isn't it?
I would have never ever thought of doing this in this kind of design here. You could make it longer than make it in a kind of style, kind of like a choker kind of style, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's really, really nice there. And then, oh, let's have a look at these earrings.
Yeah,
I love how the wire has been used here.
Yeah, you need to lift those again. I think these are sort of opera length shoulder dusting earrings.
Yeah, they're
so
long,
popular.
dramatic earrings, aren't they?
Almost like a little old-fashioned lamp with the wire work at the top, and then dropping the silver chain with the little silver balls. Really
Loving
pretty.
that as well. And then you've got one of my favorite bracelets here. I love how these drop down. You know, the fluorite remind me of the planet, well, it's not a planet anymore, Pluto, but it just reminds me of those beautiful colors. They're very deep and dark and mysterious, but also, you know, you got that kind of clearness to it as well, which I really like.
Beautiful. I mean, the fluorite, this is rainbow fluorite, presumably, isn't it?
Yes.
And just picking out the very pale gemstones for the charm bracelet there.
Well, let's have a look at one of the necklaces as well, because this is what you were saying when we were sitting over there. You might not think necessarily of using wood in your designs, but this is how easy it is to really incorporate it into some pieces, isn't it?
Yeah, it gives a little sort of, it gives a background, or if you see it from the other perspective, it gives a little standout point. It gives, it's almost like opening the curtains, isn't it? It's sort of opening up the whole of that design to the individual gemstone using that wood. You know, you see the amethyst, you see the fluorite, you see the hematite, because the wood's there.
Yeah, everything that's on display there, and they all get their kind of time in a piece like this, and that's one of the things I love, because I would never think of using wood with hematite. I never would think of using the two of them together, but it works so nicely, doesn't it? Remember, your amethyst there is Zambian amethyst. I was literally, that stopped me in my tracks there.
And it's sizable, isn't it?
It's a massive, massive, massive carat weight of Zambian amethyst. Oh, look at these earrings here. Now this is really unique.
Yes.
To use the ribbon findings like this.
The ribbon findings have been used on the chandelier. I mean, the chandelier, this chain there, there's the hematite into a beaded bead. The little ribbon end findings that you get, and you always get, I think there's multiples of 4 and upwards in kits. They are there mechanically to sandwich the ribbon in, basically box the ribbon in to use as a you know, a clasp ending really. But as I said earlier as well, break up these ribbon findings, because you do get a lot of them.
And the chain as
you've
well.
You've got the chain, you've got the jump ring, you've got the lobster claw clasps on each one. And this is a nice little idea here. I've not seen that done before.
Never. Like the hematite just look like they're just...
The little 4mm hematite are sandwiched in there using one of the head pins. You see the little bobble, the little bobble underneath on the head pin, and then just attaching that head pin in a simple loop onto the jump ring of that on the end there, and then attaching that through to the shepherd's hook.
Really unique design here. I love these earrings, and to show you can really do anything. Now, Linda, if you wanted to show us a quick demo, but we've only got less than 5 minutes now. Probably about 4 minutes now.
Let's sort of quickly see what we can do with that woven bracelet and the wood.
With the wood.
Let's have a look, see whether we can. It probably won't come up exactly the same.
I want to help, but I best keep my hands to myself.
Sorry about the mess. But on the ends of these wooden beads as well, you always get a tinier version, so don't throw that away. Keep that in your stash pile, because they're always useful. So basically, what has happened here is you've taken, this is 0.6, so it's a really useful gauge of wire for using to sort of jumble together. You can work it really, really well. Into coils, into all sorts of things, but you can also slip the gemstone onto it and then sort of wind it around and make different shapes, a bit like you would a tiara. But this particular one is just taking 2 strands of the wire, okay, and put them parallel to one another. Take a workable length again, because it's twisted, it's obviously going to eat up quicker than you would be if you were just stringing onto it. And then about 1 inch to 2 inches from the beginning of the wire, pop the round nose pliers right in at their largest diameter down here and make a wrapped loop. So flick your wrist back over, bring that over, take the pliers out, bottom prong of the plier back into the circle that you've just created, pinch it down, and then this little bit of excess here, just wind it around, okay, and that'll form this particular bracelet. It will form where the ribbon can be threaded into
Right
to form
here.
your little ring. Now, there's a huge connector there. Mine isn't so
Yours
big,
smaller.
but exactly the same method,
Yeah.
okay? And then as far as the beading is concerned, just take one of the wooden beads and pop them on to each
Oh, you're
strand.
a trooper there, Linda.
Just pop it onto each strand, okay? And then basically I would just twist that just to put those two in place, and we've got a little bit of a background. And then pop on another two, okay? One onto each wire. Bearing in mind, when you're working with lengths of wire, be careful because it does have a mind of its own. And it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
And then what I would do is I would just keep twisting that through. This is probably a variation on a theme. Okay, I would keep twisting that through, and then when I've completed probably, well, as many as it takes to make a bracelet or the necklace, I would then take, let me just trim this off so it doesn't, this is just a very quick demo on the way I would do that, because it would give you more of a chance to work a weave by then taking a fresh piece of wire, wiring it on, okay, and then start to feed around your gemstone or your wood, whichever way you want to go. So start working it around, go back again and start working, and then as you come further down, if you've got more of the wood there, you can start to form your pattern, you see? And then you can start to go round the bead if you wanted to, but if you just want to continue doing that, thread, as I said before, thread your gemstone or your wood onto two lengths of wire, do your ending, thread on a new piece of wire, and then start working along the whole length of your wood or your gemstone or whatever you're using, and literally format your weave that way. And then once you've done it the one direction, if you want to, start coming back the other way and start doing a crossover.
Brilliant.
On there, so you literally then cross over the bead and you've got it going in the opposite direction. But the world's your oyster with wire.
That was a brilliant, brilliant demo in a matter of about 3 minutes. Absolutely amazing. So that's Linda's demonstration on your bracelet here. This kit is still available. They are speedily selling out there. Your Field of Dreams jewelry kit there. And you can still get involved at $29.95. Now, what do we got coming up for the rest of the show? We've got 2 more rows of the Wall of Shame. We've Wall of Shame.
Oops! Oops!
Wall of Fame.
Definitely fame. Definitely fame. We will have a Wall of Shame one day. She'll be on it.
If I'm still out here after the Wall of Fame, we'll bring you the aquamarine and your tanzanite. So we've got our aquamarine and tanzanite coming up, and 2 more rows of the Wall of Fame. We'll be right back.
Jewellery Maker gift voucher is now available. If you're looking for the right gift this year, choose the Jewellery Maker gift voucher. Available in £10 and £50 denominations. Call 0845 6588 663 and give the gift of choice this Christmas.
Here in China, made into
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
So welcome back here, and we've got our fantastic aquamarine here, and it is absolutely beautiful here. Now, Linda was just saying to me, and she was here yesterday, they had a beautiful high-end piece of aquamarine yesterday, and this naturally in a kit, but this is on its own, and this is naturally gonna go very, very nicely as an addition to anything like that, but also to these beautiful Gems of Distinction strands that we had earlier on. So, you know, really thank you for staying with me today, and we have some really great deals still to come, but many of you have been waiting for aquamarine because it is kind of like a memory to us. It's a gemstone that's always associated with love. It's one of your most famous beryl gemstones. To say that, you've got blue beryl here, you've got the beautiful aquamarine here, and it is just gorgeous. These beautiful icy blues, aren't they? Now, aquamarine, you know, I know so many people who've gotten engaged with this gemstone, and actually, this kind of variety of blue, my auntie, this is actually Brazilian aquamarine, so your most revered aquamarine comes from Brazil. We particularly go to 2 different places. It's either going to be China or it's going to be Brazil, and you've got your Brazilian aquamarine here. Now, my auntie Angie, when I was a young girl, she got engaged, and I was in her wedding as a flower girl, I believe, or one of her junior bridesmaids, and I remember her engagement ring was a Marquise cut aquamarine, and the color wasn't too dissimilar to this, and she always used to get in compliments about it. And you imagine somebody who has aquamarine as their engagement ring or their birthstone, and you can make them a piece of jewelry like this. It's absolutely amazing. Again, a very distinctive gemstone that everybody pretty much loves. This gorgeous Brazilian aquamarine. Now, I know Linda's been loving this strand as well, and it's gonna work so nicely with the amethyst, with the tanzanite, with the labradorite, and the neon apatite here. Now, what you've got here are these gentle kind of graduated facets of your aquamarine, from your squares in the center all the way down to the bottom, but they kind of vary in size. So you can really incorporate so many different looks with just this one strand, can't you? And the thing is that you're looking at this, and if you're thinking, what kind of designs can I make? Well, the boutique kind of collection that Linda had on early definitely can be made as an addition to this. It is really, really beautiful. So I'm going to show it to you here. You really can see the colors here of your aquamarine. Now, there's a lot of very rare gemstones that also look like this as well. Another is called amblygonite. Paraiba tourmaline can look a little bit like this. You've got these beautiful, stunning, gorgeous blues here, and I don't think we've ever seen Paraiba tourmaline. I don't know if you have on Jewellery Maker, but it is incredibly rare, one of the rarest gemstones on the planet. But aquamarine is also very, very well known, isn't it? For us to have this carat weight here, absolute treat here. I'm loving seeing Gems of Distinction on Jewellery Maker, because I mean, it's great to buy pieces of jewelry like this already made, but you can make your own designs now using classic big name gemstones such as your aquamarine. Didn't you love the colors that we have here, Linda?
It's stunning. When I was in China with Sheila last November, when we were buying, aquamarine was by far and away the most popular gemstone for the big high-class buyers out there. Everywhere we went, aquamarine was being snapped up, and at that level, you know, we're really lucky to get it.
Very, very lucky. Very lucky to get it. When you can think about aquamarine's always going to be in fashion as well. It's always going to be in style. It's always going to be a gemstone that people are going to want to have in their collection and want to have in their pieces of jewelry, aren't they? And that's what you've got here. Beautiful aquamarine and this stunning color here. Now you're getting, I believe, 40 carats of this beautiful gems. 60 carats of aquamarine. When was the last time you saw 60 carats of aquamarine? What do people on average own of this gemstone, really? 60 carats. If it's an engagement ring, you know, half a carat, maybe a carat and a half, but they're lucky, really. I mean, this is a classic gemstone, isn't it? It's beautiful. Look at those beautiful blues there. 60 carats of Brazilian, and that is a big deal there. Brazilian aquamarine means you definitely are getting the quality. If you're somebody who got involved in the last kit because it had Zambian amethyst in it, and you know that those beautiful gemstones are going to be something that you are absolutely going to love, and your customers and your family or friends are going to love as well, then this is going to be great. 60 carats of aquamarine here in this graduated effect. Now they're from your 4mm in size to your 7mm in size here. Considerable sizes, but also what I wanted to show you as well is really great clarity as well. Remember, these are beryl gemstones. What other beryl gemstones do we think of? Well, of course we think of emeralds. And I don't ever think of emeralds as being a gemstone that you can really see through. And you can't, you know, your aquamarine, your morganite, these are gemstones that certainly can be quite included sometimes. But what you're getting here is actually some really great quality. As you can see, really nice kind of transparent factors here in your beautiful aquamarine, brand new in today. It's a pleasure for me to bring you this as an addition for your stash or for you to work with. And I mean, many people have many people ever, you know, been able to, have you seen any of these strands on the Wall of Fame?
No, just think how beautifully they'd work.
They're
with some
beautiful.
Cultured pearl with that would be stunning.
Oh, pearls with aquamarine. And that's something that, you know, this is something that we were talking about earlier. When I came into work today, I was talking to Deanna, and she was saying to me, you know, if you're a jewelry maker, the thing that you have, a skill that you have is making accessories the way that you want them to be made. You know, it's sometimes we have something in our mind and we want it. It's like going to a store and you want a certain dress or a certain cardigan, or maybe you want a certain pair of earrings or a bracelet. And how disappointing is it when you never find it? Well, you've got the opportunity right now to make those pieces of jewelry any way that you want for yourself and for other people using amazing high-end gemstones. And a lot of people can't really say that, and I think that is an amazing thing. So to bring you these pieces is really, really very special for me. Brand new in today, 60 carats of aquamarine in your graduated effect here. I'm going to put it on my wrist so you can see what it looks like against the skin tone as well. You will get these beautiful, calming blues here. Aquamarine's often looked at as a gemstone as the unoffensive gemstone, as if any gemstones are offensive, but this one definitely is very calming. Now, so having said all of this and talked about, you know, people that we might know who have an aquamarine engagement ring, people that we know who were born in March who love this gemstone, we're going to bring you an amazing price because I know that's what you're waiting for. But remember, this is 60 carats of aquamarine, and it is a gem of distinction. Less than 15 pounds, and they are flying out already because it's 60 carats. Right now, I don't have on my wrist 1 carat of aquamarine, 2, 3, 4, 5, not even 10, not even 20, 30. I've got double that, 60 carats of aquamarine here. And as you said, you can work with this so many. I wanted to ask you, Linda, when you did the boutique pieces that you did before, how much did you have left over really? Because you made 3 beautiful designs, didn't you?
I had enough left over to probably make another 5 pairs of earrings.
So there you go. And Linda made a lovely, if you're just now tuning in, make sure you watch the replay because, what did you say, Deanna? Sorry. Deanna said she's going to apologize to you. I don't know what she did. Oh, you looked used. Oh, because you looked.
Oh, at the price.
There.
Well, do you know what?
There.
No, there's 2 ways of looking at that. You know, shocked probably is right, but pleased is even better.
Yeah.
Because it makes a high-end gemstone affordable. And you know, I just urge people to buy them and then think about what they're going to do with them afterwards. Don't take the luxury what we're going to do with it. Get it first. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yes.
Buy it. It's tactile. Feel it. It'll just come to you. You won't send it back.
I understand what Linda's saying about this, because a lot of people might think, well, I don't think anybody here at Jewelry Maker is going to think we have these forever. When they're gone, they're gone. And that's the thing, because if you haven't really seen Gems of Distinction before, you know, it doesn't mean, if you're going to see aquamarine again, it doesn't mean you're going to see it in this way anyway. These are beautiful kind of square facets here. Really going to work very nicely in your collection. And one of the things I was saying is, with Linda's designs that she had earlier on, she made a necklace, a bracelet, and a pair of earrings out of 2 strands. You can take these and make so many different designs just out of 1 strand. But if you got the tanzanite earlier, if you got the labradorite and the neon apatite, I can easily show them to you close together, and they work so nicely. Look at those together. Beautiful aquamarine, those perfect colors there. And the neon apatite and the labradorite is part of Linda's boutique kit. They are flying at, it's $14.95. And again, when we go looking for aquamarine anywhere, we don't see that carat weight for this price anywhere, do we? It doesn't even make sense really, but we're watching Jewelry Maker, so we expect great prices, don't we? 0800-644-655. I get what you're saying there, because it's not a great, I mean, that price there, it's absolutely a huge carat weight, isn't there? Now remember, I still have my tanzanite coming up as well, which you can easily add to this. Really, really beautiful. And well done to everybody getting involved there, because we didn't have loads and loads and loads of them, so congratulations. Love the Gems of Distinction. Oh, so you probably can't tell, but I have my, I haven't worn one of these since I've done the bridal modeling, but I've got my headband on here. I wouldn't wear it like that normally. My fringe is kind of flicking out. Hi! Well, I'm glad I don't have any flakes up there. I'm a real human girl, so you know, it could happen. I'm not an android. So now you just got a quick look at my scalp. We're gonna have a look at these headbands here. Because one of the things that really is going to work very nicely with your strands is incorporating these into designs. You know, like I said, labradorite, your aquamarine, is gonna look great with bridal jewelry. And my favorite color of headband here, these beautiful golden headbands. How cute are these? Are so cool. Really, really unique. Now I love that, because pieces of jewelry come in different ways and shapes and form. I think when we're sitting down, we're thinking, okay, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, rings. But you know, you have to think outside the box. Like I've seen Linda make a brooch today, and you've got your headbands as well. And you know, gold headbands. You don't see these very often on the show, do you, Linda?
You certainly don't. No, I mean they come in and they go out in a whoosh.
Now we have an example of the silver. That's how rarely you see the gold here. And look at this. So you've got these beautiful high-end strands, and I tell you, these tiaras, these headbands here, when they're made up like this, I do bridal modeling. I've done since I was 16 years old, and once a year. And the dresses, beautiful, very expensive, but also, if for bridal jewelry, what you use is you put this on your head, and it would attach your veil to the back of your head as well, so or to the front of your head as well. And I've seen these sell upwards of 200 pounds. So I'll pop this on today. Now, when I normally have my my curly hair, I wouldn't be able to put these on, so it's almost like I knew, because I got a bit of a fro going on normally, so. It's beautiful on, and you can see that. I love this. This is quite a 1920s kind of style, isn't it? Like a flappers kind of style. I love this. And you can see all this lovely detail here that they have created. And this is what you can do with your gold headbands here. Now, I've just heard that when these come in, they fly out in a matter of moments. So, you know, definitely don't miss out. And you don't see the kind of gold ones very often at all. Now, apparently, Linda, I've heard that you're the queen of combs and tiaras here.
Sheila and I really love making head accessories using gemstone. I particularly enjoy making tiaras, fascinators, hairbands. And I was thinking this high-end gemstone we've got in today, if, you know, a bride wants something beautiful but simple, that aquamarine, that tanzanite, that just simply threaded with a 0.25 sterling silver wire or gold-plated wire onto the gold would be stunning. Some brides just want simplicity, don't they?
Yeah.
But the gemstone will make it not simple, it'll make it glorious.
And special.
Yeah, very, very special. And an heirloom. An heirloom,
because this is what I was going to say. When I've seen bridal pieces like this, they're not made out of genuine gemstones, and they're still like 150 pounds. They're still like 150 pounds or 100 pounds because sometimes you're just paying for the name, aren't you? But I mean, for this, brilliant. Now, you notice it says 16 pieces there. Well, I've shown you the headband, but also you've got your combs. Now, I'm looking to be very close to both of my grandmothers, and they're still living. My grandma Will always wears these head combs here, and I always know she just pops her hair behind her ears with these, and these remind me of her. But also I can imagine, like, you know, what's very stylish right now, and there's some massive websites online that I buy from. Fashion websites that they love the fascinators, they love the combs. Very much you can make the kind of like Dita Von Teese kind of style, kind of fascinator and hair accessories there. And it really is about attention to detail, because if you're making bridal jewelry, this is going to be great, isn't it? And you actually got the silver here as well, which is really cool. But I love the gold ones as well. So you've got a pack of 5 5mm gold color iron tiaras. You got 5 gold color nickel free. Now that's what I love, because I actually am allergic to nickel. So to see that these are nickel free is really, 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 really great. Because I used to when I was growing up, I couldn't even wear belt buckles really. So these are really, really great for anyone. And that's great if you're selling on these pieces of jewelry, that you can sell it to anyone. They're not going to be, you know, irritated by it later on. So you got 5 of your silver ones as well, and your gold ones. And these are really neat as well. So you put the gemstones here then.
Yeah, you can use all sorts of media. You can dangle with chain, you can wire onto them, the little brooch pins. I've seen those used in so many diverse ways in how that they're decorated with the gemstone, that again, you know, the sky's the limit. Just use your creativity, and that's what hobbyists like us, that's what we're here for. Brilliant.
So you get all 5 of them, and you're getting 5 of these, you're getting how many of these? Yep, 5 with 1 with 5 loops, sorry. Just trying to see how many I've got there. So you've got all of these here. And we're gonna bring in the price there, because it's and they fly out in a matter of moments. Now, you know, we don't even have any more of the silver ones, so the gold ones, so definitely go for that $9.95 there. You're getting 5 of each, and then 1 of your hairpins there. Oh, this would be great for brooches, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it's for, isn't it?
Pack.
So it's not just about hair here, is it? It's 0800 644 655. Remember, think bridal jewelry. You know, but not just for bridal jewelry, just for like lovely accessories outside of the box here. You know, really beautiful designs. You can imagine wearing this and getting so many people complimenting on it, especially if you got kind of like neutral clothing on as well. That's what I was thinking. If I'd wear this with just a black dress, you can imagine how much it's going to stand out, isn't it?
And if people are wondering how to make tiaras, combs, etc., there is a DVD. Make tiaras and fascinators.
Brilliant.
For $4.95. That will make it show you all the simple techniques, and they are simple techniques, to evolve into the most complex as you like. Hairbands, fascinators, whatever, but very worthwhile. You know, once you've started to do wire work, then the natural progression is to do tiaras and things like that, and you will just wish you'd have started it sooner.
See, that's one of the things I'd like to get into, because I personally know how much the price of these can command. If you're thinking bridal jewelry, if you're thinking, you know, extravagant kind of fascinators, you really are, if you're selling these on, just have a look for yourself, because I've done bridal modeling for years now, and I've never seen these really sell at, well, I would say, affordable prices there. It's almost a pleasure to wear them. So at $9.95, remember, you're getting all of them. I'll show you your hair combs as well, and your brooch pin. So there we have it. I'll pop those on the side. Now remember, our tanzanite is still to come. We've got our tanzanite, which is our final strand, but I've got these here as well. Oh, is this a two for one? So if you love the blue 2-for-1 agate that we had earlier on, I think you're gonna love this as well. This is your black agate. Don't I have black agate on the headband? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, we'll have a look one last time. Stay away. Now there's no blizzard there, so. So yeah, I've got agate on top of on the headband there. So here you have your beautiful agate here in the 2 strands. Now there's 140 carats in each strand here, and they're 10 millimeter in size. They're rounds, but they're like that. Aren't these what you'd call your flat puffy coins? And now, you know, black is gonna go with everything, isn't it? It's gonna go with absolutely everything. So, you know, when I hear designers, guest designers say, have it for your stash, this is definitely to have, because you know, even when you feel like you're missing something for a certain design, you can reach for this and add it to it. It's just one of those pieces there that's gonna be perfect for you to have there, to literally have in your collection and not think that you have to run out and get something else. Now, the great thing is it's a 2-for-1 as well. 140 carats of your black agate puffy coins here, and your 10 millimeter rounds. Brand new in today. I love them, they're so shiny and deep and dark here. Brand new in today. Now, I'd get on the phone lines right now because I know that we didn't stay on very long for the blue 2-for-1 offer, but certainly many people are getting involved. It's going to be a price for one, basically, but you're going to get 2 strands. Perfect for you to have in your kit. $6.95, and that is the price of 1 strand, but you're going to get 2 of them coming to your doorstep as well. It's 0800-644-655. It is your 2-for-1 offer here. 140 carats of black agate. Shiny and deep and dark and luxurious, and just an essential to have. If you're somebody who got involved on the cracked quartz, it's something great to have in your collection. You can work with the tiaras with it, earrings, anything, and you just need to have it there, in my opinion. $6.95 on 0800-644-655. You can use it with your silver or your gold findings as well. 140 carats, and there's a lot of people getting involved on these, and it's lovely to see you do that. But I mean, like I said, they're just perfect to have. I can pretty much pick up anything, any one of the strands I had earlier on, and it's just going to go great with anything. And I'll just show you. I could just pick up one, just feel around for it, and I could show you. It's going to go with absolutely everything. 0800-644-655. I've still got some amazing strand packs to come here. I'm gonna take my, oh, wonderful. Get a bit of volume there. So I'm gonna pop my tiara down for you. And we're gonna continue on because I've got some beautiful labradorites here. But this is massive. Now, the labradorite earlier on with the neon apatite was so popular here. You know, these are some really high quality gems, because I've seen labradorite so many times that has no labradorescence, and if it doesn't have the labradorescence, it's almost like it's missing something, but you've got that here, loads of it. And it's not just the blues either. It's the beautiful flashes of rainbow kind of iridescence there. Can you see that? Beautiful color here. So if you turn around, you're gonna get flashes of lovely kind of aquatic tones here. Can you see that? You can see it's not just flashes of blue that you're going to see. In quality labradorite, you'll get all the colors of a rainbow here. It's all, you know, it's like just like after it rains and you get those beautiful flashes of iridescence there. And when I picked this up straight away, I could see all the labradorescence here in this beautiful strand. So this is a 3-strand pack, including your labradorite, lemon quartz, and smoky quartz. Now, I remember when I worked with you before, Linda, and I asked you what your favorite gemstones were. So which ones did you say they were that you really, really loved?
I love smoky quartz.
I thought it was that you said you loved smoky quartz.
But on parallel with that, I'm fast becoming a huge convert to lemon quartz. It's not as easily accessible as most quartz, lemon quartz, I believe. And I can see that because it's exquisite. It really is. I mean, I just love it in any shape, any size. I just spotted the lemon quartz. I didn't know you got that then. I just, oh my God,
it's beautiful. The colors are
beautiful.
It's like a sorbet kind of color that I love.
It's like a yellow diamond to me.
Yeah, like a canary yellow diamond.
Yeah.
A canary yellow diamond color. And you know what? Well, yes, a canary yellow diamond would be, we can't even really compare in terms of the prices, but one of the things I can compare on is, you know, believe it or not, I was quite shocked to find out, you know, quartz. What are the gemstones are from the quartz family? Well, your amethyst, of course, is, and you know what we would pay for amethyst. Your prasiolite is there as well. Your citrine is from there as well. So you're getting beautiful tones and also very high-end gemstones here because I know that they're from the same family. And when you think about that, you know, again, just remember the price for this 3-strand pack with your labradorite. Brand new in today, these beautiful sherbet lemon colors and your chocolatey smoky quartz here with your labradorite. Okay, now I have to tell you, my gallery's blubbering there. All I can hear in my ears going, oh, because nobody texted and asked Deanna or Claire a question, and they feel neglected now. Now Claire says, you've got another chance now if you want to text in and ask her a question. She said it with a little less attitude, though. That she just wants some attention. Give the girls some attention. 60777 there. Now, seriously, they're lovely girls. Deanna and Claire. There's no show without them, really, because it's them who puts the show together. So, yes, like Claire's saying, if she doesn't press the button, you won't see Linda at all, and you definitely won't see these pieces of jewelry, and I know you don't want to look at me all day. So if you want to text them in and ask them anything, certainly do it. They're really lovely girls. And Deanna said, some people said, thank you. Well, it's lovely to have me back and see me there. And hello to Linda as well. So thank you very much. And you know, it's lovely to see you back here. I really do love Jewelry Maker. So we still have our 3-strand pack here, brand new in today. Remember, canary yellow diamond, as Linda says. Whenever I think of yellow diamonds, I think of Rihanna's song. Now at $11.95, you're getting all 3 strands here. Your labradorite, your smoky quartz, your beautiful lemon quartz here, and different shapes as well. $11.95.
The nuggets are such a useful shape. I know if Mark Smith was here, he'd be drooling over that 3-strand pack there. In fact, he'd probably come and strangle you just to get hold of them.
Goodness, I'm glad he's not here then.
He's so passionate about chips and nuggets, and he would love those. Those are just beautiful. Can you imagine a 3-strand necklace in all of those? Mix those gemstones together, all of those, and do a 3-strander. Fantastic.
Beautiful.
In fact, I might just come and strangle you and take them.
Well then, Linda. Not on a Sunday. Now at $11.95, you've got your beautiful labradorite and smoky quartz here, and your lemon quartz. So we're gonna leave that with you because I still have so much. Remember, we've got the challenge for Linda. We've got our tanzanite. I've got 2 more rows of the Wall of Fame. I hope that we get, I need to do the Wall of Fame since I said what I said earlier on, and will you have me back? So we still have loads more to get through here. so I've got my kit here. Man, it's gonna be really, really, oh wow. Now, there is also aquamarine here, and you've got rose gold plated findings here. The first and only kit of the day that has rose gold plated findings there. So if you are a self-confessed girly girl or you're making pieces of jewelry for them, those are your rose gold plated findings. Now, we've pretty much gone through almost an entire show without seeing any rose gold. So, I mean, definitely don't miss out on this. And do you know on our other channels, you can go hours and hours and hours without seeing rose gold. You see very little of it, so I definitely would get this into your collection here. Now, I love these. This is aquamarine and agate here. Such a cool kit, because you can see that kind of beaded, that kind of banded effect with your agate here. And now you can see your beautiful aquamarine here. The color of aquamarine is very deep, isn't it? Now, you might not have the clarity, but that was a Gems of Distinction strand there, but you definitely have the color. You really I have to say to you, with this kind of color of your aquamarine, you don't really get much darker than this, to be honest. You really, 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 really don't. Aquamarine is a delicate gemstone, and that's pretty much the darkest you can get, so that is good quality there. I think with working with other strands like this, it makes it more interesting that you've got those kind of beautiful fibrous inclusions within there. It's really, really quite unique. And then I want to show you some of these, how unique some of these beautiful agates are. Let's show you. Because you can see that banding effect. You know how the agate grows there? You can see that. And a lot of these individual, it reminds me of the beach, really. Or again, whenever I get a gemstone like this, it reminds me of planets, but I really like planets, so. Now, this is 450 carats of your ocean blue agate. And they're faceted, and you turn them around, you get that beautiful luster there. These are massive. These are 14mm rounds here. And you're also getting 170 carats of aquamarine in your plain rounds, and those are 8mm rounds as well. Now let me show you this. Linda, what do you think of this? This is beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely delightful. The colour
You've got
the pinks with the agate is beautiful, the pink of the rose gold.
They work together very nicely and still very autumnal as well, because you get that warmth from your rose gold. Now this is your rose gold plated, and this is actually a 925 sterling silver. It is your sterling silver connector here. Now I love this. I would use this as a focal point for a design, really, because that is a lovely finishing touch, isn't it? And you also have your beading thread, which is again, this is your beading threads over here, but you have your antique wire yet again, which I think is another kind of nice touch. And this is thicker in diameter as well, I believe. Oh yes, this is your antique bronze wire, and it's 1 mil. So this is the thickest, isn't it? We don't do much thicker than this, do we? This is the thickest. I knew it when I was looking at it. Your Distant Shore jewelry kit here, brand new in today. Now, what's really unique is the fact that you've got all of this with that antique wire there, in my opinion. You will get your organza bag and your rose gold findings here. Brand new in today. So you're gonna get a fantastic brand new price there. So everything you're getting there, you've got all of those findings coming to you, 100 pieces. Now, if you consider, because aquamarine is aquamarine, just like emeralds are emeralds, diamonds are diamonds. And you kind of can say that you can speak of that gemstone in the same breath, can't you? We just saw aquamarine for $14.95. So how much do you think this kit's gonna be? At a regular price, 30 pounds maybe, $29.95? For aquamarine? Is that the kind of price we're looking at around there? Maybe $34.95? You know, higher than that? Because of course, you've got so much more here along with your aquamarine, haven't you? Brand new in today. It's your Distant Shores jewelry kit. $29.95. Now, when you consider that one strand of your aquamarine was at $14.95 on its own, I mean, this thing that we have, essentially, you're getting everything else for just 15 pounds. Your wire, your findings, your agate, your organza bags, everything, your monofilament, everything else, you're getting that for 15 pounds. What do you think, Linda?
It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, and it's made up into some really, I mean, the rose gold's precious, beautiful.
Absolutely stunning, and the first and only kit with rose gold in today. So we're gonna do, in the interest of time, I'm going to scoot on over here quickly to Linda, because I want to see what she's made today. Now with aquamarine as well, really do love, oh, I have to tell you, I love this together.
Yes. Yeah.
See, I was wondering, I have to tell you, I was thinking, how is your antique wire gonna fit in there with rose gold? But it looks so nice together. Look at that detail there. A very, very long necklace here, very dramatic, lovely piece of jewelry here. See, so you've used your antique wire.
I've used the antique wire there. I've used the antique wire to make the jump rings that are sort of chained and the aquamarine together.
Those are so perfect.
And yeah, they're easy to make. And I've used the antique wire in the other necklace as well, and in the earrings there. And it really does work beautifully with the rose gold, as it does also with the blues in the kit. Yeah, the whole thing comes together really, really well, and surprisingly, it's made a lot of jewellery. I mean, a lot.
Even from your most, you know, like simple earrings to this gorgeous necklace here with your antique wire. I absolutely love that. And because it's so thick and substantial, it just adds to that expensive look, doesn't it?
Yes, I mean,
lots of here.
Yeah, it works really, really well. And the pendant there, just threading them on and then just wiring as you go again and seeing what happens. That's the beauty of having a hobby like jewellery making. You just see where it takes you. And it's a joy to see what the end product is every time. That's, you know, it's never the same. And that's the enjoyable thing about being creative.
Now I'm going to show you your bracelet here, because I love how this looks here with the chain with your rose gold. Now rose gold, I always think adds that kind of feminine feel, and that's what I was saying again. I would use that as you know, a focal point for a design, because it kind of adds a kind of Victorian feel to it, in my opinion. I love that kind of design. Yeah,
it's beautifully made, isn't it? Very fine filigree.
$29.95 for your Distant Shore jewelry kit here. It's 0800-644-655. Now Linda's made everything here out of this incredible kit here. So many pieces of jewelry. You said it, because you've got two strands here, but they've made all of these designs because you've got so many different mediums here, haven't you?
The aquamarine is absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you've been lucky enough to get the aquamarine earlier in the show, then this aquamarine is just as stunning in my view. It really is. It's such a pretty colour, and it'll work really well because it's that slightly more milky aquamarine. It'll work really well with that high-end strand that we've had on earlier.
Brilliant. Now, we're not going to have time to do a demo now, but because we've got our tan tonight, and we also want to get to your challenge, because I know you've been working on your challenge there. So we're going to go to our tan tonight right now. You can still phone in for this here, $29.95 for your Distant Shores jewelry kit here. You're getting absolutely everything here for $29.95, and it's the big thing is that you're getting aquamarine, a massive carat weight of it, and then everything else as well. So you can still phone in. We're gonna go over here for my tanzanite right now. It's your last gems of distinction. Thank you, Linda.
It's a pleasure.
Hi, Gemma. So we're gonna go on to last gems of distinction piece here, and it is your tanzanite. Very, very special strand here. And we've seen some incredible gemstones today. It's been very much about making those high-end, luxurious pieces, hasn't it? And you really can complete it with tanzanite. Now, to my knowledge, and I'm just going to be very clear, you know, obvious. Basically, tanzanite is such a special gemstone, and it is a gemstone, in my personal opinion, the only one that on our sister channels they could make 1,000, 2,000 of these pieces, and I've seen auctions of 1,000 and they fly out because it's tanzanite. It's not necessarily the design, it's the rarity of this gemstone, it's how hard it is to source, it's the fact that it only comes from one location that makes this gemstone so special. And also, you know, there's so many different big brands that have big design houses that absolutely love this, to work with this gemstone as well. It's approximately 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, and I can't believe that we have it here for you to take home and make for your own pieces. And it's really, really beautiful quality here. Now, we're right now mining at such a low level for tanzanite. Just a quick update. Lots of beautiful gemstones come out of Africa, and in specific Tanzania. You get some beautiful sapphire there and some absolutely stunning quality tanzanite. Also, chrome diopside comes from, chrome tourmaline comes from there. But what I'm trying to say to you is right now is those gemstones are they're drying up, and right now they have to mine 800 meters under the ground for tanzanite. 800 meters under the ground for tanzanite. But they have to do it if they want to get this gemstone, because so many people love it. It's such a high-end, luxurious gemstone, and it is the perfect alternative to sapphire, another gemstone that people love to get engaged with. Now, your biggest tanzanites here, as you can see, are 5 millimeters. And I don't think you've seen this size on Jewelry Maker before. It is massive, absolutely massive. And you know, like I said, I've seen this gemstone in a necklace. The first time they ever did a massive auction of 1,000 was with a tanzanite necklace, and they all sold out in one auction on our sister channel because it's tanzanite. It speaks for itself. And this is actually a channel that you see it very, 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 very rarely on. It is a huge, big deal for us to have this. Now, it also is a gemstone where you're going to see beautiful flashes of different colors. 55 carats of tanzanite, and they're fast as well. That's another thing, because this easily would be a great deal for what the price we're gonna do if it was just put together in the kind of like rough shape, but it's not. And you can see you got those gorgeous blues, flashes of pink and purple here, can't you? 55 carats. How often have you worked with tanzanite on the show there, Linda?
Not very often at all, no. Not very often at all.
Don't see it very often, do you?
No, you don't see it very often, but I must mention the fact that, you know, when we do, it does fly immediately. I mean, by the nature of the gemstone, it's almost in the big five now. It's the sixth, isn't it, of the big five?
We call it the big five on our sister channel.
Yeah.
If we put together an hour of diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and sapphire, and tanzanite, which one do you think is going to fly out the fastest? It's going to be your diamonds and your tanzanite, and that's the serious truth. Ruby is one of my favorite gemstones. This one's going to fly out the door quicker than that, and we know about ruby, don't we? This is tanzanite right now, December's birthstone. We're thinking about festive wear. We're thinking about making jewelry for people whose birthdays are coming up, and this is December's birthstone. It's that popular. It's the newest gemstone to be added to the birthstone list. You've got it here, brand new in today. And you know, I'm fairly new to this channel, but I really do believe it when Linda, my producer, my director, when they say, and it comes in, it flies out. Now you've got massive rondelles here, 5 to 3 millimeters, so you can see that there. And I'm just gonna turn it around so you can see that they really are faceted in their entirety. So you definitely got that attention to detail there. Now, I know the phone lines are going to go crazy right now. 55 carats, and here's your smaller rounds here, but still very, very sizable. Are you ready? It is what the gemstone you've been waiting for, isn't it? $19.95. You can make endless amounts. In fact, out of all the strands, you're getting the most, really, in terms of your facet and length. Linda, $19.95.
I can remember when strands like that, on the odd occasion we've had tanzanite in the early days, I think it was around 35. So you can just see the buying power now, can't you, that we can
Well, Steve
command.
just came back from
Yeah,
there.
he did. That's true, down the mine, yeah.
That's the buying power really there. You know, we don't talk about it as much on this channel, but really, seriously, it's a buying power, because some people might think, well, you might hear it a little bit more because you're looking at gemstones really of distinction right now. And it is worth so much more than that. This gemstone, if you're dialing in right now, it's gotta be because you know on the high street, you don't see this gemstone very often. And if you do, you're not seeing it at prices like $19.95, not for 55 carats. And that is what is so remarkable. They just came back. They just came back from Tanzania. Oh, 800-644-655. Lots and lots and lots of people there for your tanzanite. These beautiful faceted rondelles absolutely flying out there, and it's not hard to believe why, because you can see that carat weight. You can see these beautiful colors here and the quality that you're getting, and it's less than 20 pounds. You know, you can make so many different pieces of jewelry out of this, just this one strand here. And I really do wish you well when you're getting involved on these, because they're absolutely spectacular. Look at that. Some of the best quality that you really are going to see here. $19.95 for all of this. Absolutely cannot believe it. December's birthstone here in one, and your big 5 gemstone, a gemstone that the likes of Tiffany's has worked with, and you've got it here. $19.95. Now, one of the most incredible things that you're going to find about this gemstone, rubies, emeralds, and sapphires, diamonds have taken hundreds of years to kind of build up their kind of prestige kind of name, or the fact that they've got, you know, you think of certain gemstones like your sapphire, think of they're connected to royalty. Emerald, the king of gems, has been loved since ancient Egyptian times. Diamonds, you know, over 100 years right now, they've been marketed as a gemstone of love, and literally you can put this gemstone right up there next to those gemstones. And it hasn't even been around 50 years. It hasn't even been around 50 years yet. And this is, you know, it stands for new, and your tanzanite. That's why if we never think about the people who mine from this gemstone, a great thing to do is to think about that right now when we've got a strand here at $19.95. Absolutely shockingly low. So we're gonna squeeze in a very quick bundle. Then we have Linda's challenge there. A very, very quick bundle here. It's gonna be a speedy one. Thank you for joining me today. Still have a little bit more left of the show. This reminds me of Christmas, right down to the pat. I hadn't really thought about Christmas until today. And now I'm thinking about it a whole bunch. So, this is your last kit. So you got 100 coins of your puffy 100 carats of your puffy coins in your agates. And they're 10mm rounds. So you've got 100 meters of your copper wire here. Excuse me, 10 meters, excuse me. So you got 5 meters of cord. Now this is the first time we've seen our cord today, isn't it? So it's in 1 meter lengths here, so it's okay for me to hold it up here. 5 1 meter lengths, but it's tied at the end so they stay together. Ooh, almost lost one there. So you've got your organza bags here. You got 10 of them here. And you've got 1 meter of your tubing here. Now, didn't you speak about your tubing earlier on, Linda, to keep hold, because the tubing really adds to the design?
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly quirks up designs, and also the aluminium beads that you've got there have got that nice big diameter hole to slip through.
So we've got 20 of your aluminum beads, which is what Linda was just talking about, which is going to go really, really nicely with everything you've got here. So you've got 10 in your smaller size and 10 in your bigger size. So your smaller size, or right here, and these are 10 millimeters, and your bigger ones are 15 millimeters, so they're massive, and I'm just going to show you that detail there. Now, if you're on the website, the photo on the website is actually incorrect there. So there's just a few components missing. So everything that you've got here, it'll get updated at the end of the show. So if you're watching the repeat, it's probably already been updated already. But even if you are buying online, you're going to get everything that you see right here. Now, if you bought the Making Time kit earlier on, this is going to go perfectly well. All of this for less than 15 pounds here. You've got your strand of your agates here, your beautiful wire. And it's a bit of an end to show the treat here. You've got your organza bags, your wire, everything here, your tubing, everything. It's absolutely brilliant. $14.95 for your red bumper bundle here. $14.95 for everything. It's 0800-612-4655. It's brand new in today, and we wanted to fit this in before we go to the challenge very, very quickly with Linda here. So, on my left is the challenge. Oh, I'm so quick here because that almost went on the floor twice. So this is the challenge that Linda had earlier on. You can still keep falling in for the red bundle. So this is the challenge that Linda's been working on since we've been on air, and we saw this earlier on now. I know she loves the agate here. So we're gonna have a quick look at this, and then we're gonna go over here and see the pieces that Linda's made. So, we're gonna go over here very quickly. Ooh, thank you, to Linda. If I could have ran, I would have. And she's gonna show us through her designs here. Because the big thing is, now we started off the show with this, it's your It's Magic kit here, and this was Linda's challenge today, so everything you're seeing right now, it's in this kit here. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, if you have a look, your favorite gemstone out of this kit was what, Linda?
It was definitely the white quartz, corner to corner drilled cubes. They are absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Beautiful size, very delicate. Very, very, very. Look how they're sparkling.
They just dazzle. Yeah. You did say they look like diamonds, though, the way they're dropped there.
Sparkling beautifully.
Very, very much party jewelry there, and they're just gorgeous. And I wanted to show you how, because look at Linda, how Linda made the pendant here.
I thought I'd just put, it's almost like a night sky thing, so I just thought I'd put a flash of lightning through that star. And then just do a simple chain, just with a couple of, of the drops in, just featuring on the chain, just to bring the whole thing together. But the pendant is quite a stunning pendant in its own right, so.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now, we had to really go through this quite quickly. If you want to get involved in the It's Magic kits that Linda's put together, you can certainly do that. You're getting 100 pieces of silver-plated copper and all of these strands, and they're really, really fantastic. If you watch the replay, you'll see this at the start of the show. It's literally, I think, our first piece. It'll be airing in literally less than 10 minutes, so just stay tuned. $21.95 for all of this. Now, Mary, you text in for Claire and Deanna. They're ecstatic that they got a text message. Look out, you should hear how happy they are. They're like, we got a text message. Oh, I was like, okay. So they're really happy you text them, Marion. And please stay tuned because Linda's put a lot hard work into this kit. We just running out a little bit of time there, and I've got to show you your strands here that are still a couple available of.
Oh, I'm closer to them now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
now you can see all of their beauty.
Oh, wow.
So,
oh, aren't they beautiful? Oh, those rondelles of tanzanite.
We started off the show with our amethyst. The tanzanite we just had, and before then was your aquamarine. Also, we had your boutique kit as well.
We've got the apatite in the lab
which
as
is
well,
apatite,
yeah, and the labradorite.
And your labradorite, which was absolutely stunning. So if you stay tuned, you'll be able to watch in the replay. Thank you very much for joining myself and Linda and all of my fantastic crew today on this Sunday. If you missed on anything, please, you can always have a look on YouTube and also watch the replay. But I'll be back very soon, and you have a really, really great day.
Bye.
Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday morning.